Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to wait for some people to come into the chat and waiting for our guests today. We have some special guests. Julia Unleashed is back and another special guest who is joining the channel for the first time. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm waiting for them to join and we're going to discuss some current topics. A lot has been going on in accusations been flying around about Erika Kirk. We're going to look at that because I think it does bring a lot of debate about the motives of certain individuals and, people who claim to care about women and victims. What is their true motive? So we're going to look at that. And we've got some different opinions today as well, I believe. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. Don't worry, the destroyer to trolls all will be revealed. We're going to look at the evidence and the lack of evidence surrounding certain allegations. Thank you for putting the one in the chat. Glad you guys can hear me. So waiting for our guests to join, just making sure that there's no issues with the link I sent out. We've got time differences going on. One from the UK. I think I'm actually in the same time zone as one of them actually. And you never know if I've put the correct time or not. Let me just double check. Okay. So while we're waiting for them to come in. Oh, hi, Alexis. Thanks for joining. Great to see you. Thank you. A lot has been going on. We've had another tragic incident. I believe it occurred just yesterday in Rhode Island. I'm going to be touching upon that. And of course, it's linked to a certain group. I want to get into that now, but at some point, there's going to have to be some real questions that need to be answered. And we're going to have to decide as a society what we're going to accept and what we're not going to accept. That's what it comes down to. So, keep a lookout for videos on that topic. Today's topic is quite serious as well, actually. Even though, there's some celebrity discussions going on, it's quite a serious topic. So let's see. Not sure anyone can believe anything Candy says at this point. Yeah. I think what happens is when she presents something new, then it starts a whole new conversation again. And some people might start thinking, well, does she have a point when she presents something new? And then that's what she's banking on. That's her strategy, as far as I'm concerned. Apparently, banned from Romania. That's interesting. I don't know whether that's true or not, whether she's actually banned. I know she did have a charity there. And what does banned mean? Maybe she's banned from doing certain charitable work there, or are you saying that she cannot go to Romania? That's interesting. No, I haven't heard that, but I'm sure there's all sorts of things being said now. Let me see if anyone is still waiting for them to come in. Anything else that's been happening? Oh, yeah. For some people, I am hearing some people are saying that some of the allegations that have come out recently, linking Erika Kirk to trafficking and things of that nature, there are some people who are saying that it's changed the way they view Erika and, certain people. And it all comes down to whether you believe there's enough evidence for that. Good evening, Kat. Oh, are you in the UK? Oh yeah, 6:05 there. Yeah, still haven't heard from my guests yet. I might have to show you what I've got so far with some of the information that's coming out. Yeah. She does have a pageant background, and obviously they do have rules. It's all basically because of Romania and the associations that have been linked to Romania. And who's one of the main individuals who we can associate with Romania at the moment? Andrew Tate. And we're going to talk about him and Candace's link to Andrew Tate, which I think completely discredits her. Ah, so we have Julia joining us. Lovely to see her. Oh, let me double put it in the right. Hello. You're getting set up. And we have another guest joining us today as well. Can you hear me, Julia? I'll make sure. I'll let Julia get ready before I put her on the stage. Give people a moment. Let's hope she can hear me. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I can at least think of, I'm going to show you some examples of the lies that she has told. So, but there are people who think she has a point in certain areas. So we're going to discuss that as well. Hi, Julia.
Hello.
Great.
Like, sorry I'm late. I was rushing from work. You know the time you chose. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. I don't know how you do it, working full time and doing YouTube as well.
Well,
that's very commendable. I don't know how you guys do it. There's a lot of YouTubers who have full-time jobs and they're very consistent with their content, more consistent than me.
I think it's because I do mine at night time. So I record around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. because my brain doesn't fall asleep. So when I come back from work, I do my videos. So that's how I do it. That's the only way.
Yeah. So you get back from work and then later on, when people are sleeping, that's when you start.
When my kids are in bed, when they're sleeping, that's when I start.
I like to get up very early in the morning when everyone's still asleep, but the kids still get up. So I don't know.
If I'm your kids young?
Yeah. 9 and 6.
Okay. Mine is 10 and 12. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, they still get up. So even if I get up at like 4 a.m. But it's lovely to have you again. So we're still waiting for Tumi.
Yes, I sent her the link.
Okay, great. She's in the same time zone as me, I believe. So so we'll get started, and when Tumi joins, we'll bring her up to speed.
Yes.
So a lot has been going on in the world of conservative commentators and all of that. Candace Owens she's taken some time off now because she's going to come back, from my understanding, with a hit piece on Erika Kirk. That's what it sounds like to me. And one of the main allegations stems from Erika's time in Romania, I believe. And, she had a charity. There were some allegations about that whole time that she spent in Romania, or the work that she did there. From my understanding, there's no evidence of, trafficking and things like that. That has been debunked. But what has surfaced again recently are text messages between her and a 15-year-old. Erika was 25 at the time.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. So I believe that has caused a lot of concern for many people, because objectively speaking, when you see the text messages, it reeks of just inappropriateness.
It does.
Yeah. So that's the main issue that people, are contending with now at the moment. And that's enough for a lot of people. They just need to read the text messages. And as far as they're concerned, that is at least evidence of something inappropriate going on between an older woman and a 15-year-old who seem to want to get into the modeling industry. And Erika, she has a pageant background. And we know that, a girl of that age getting into that industry, she's very vulnerable. So this is why people are now have a whole new host of concerns regarding that whole situation. So did you want to look at the YouTube video? Another YouTuber did a video about it. Candice highlighted it, and that's what I wanted us to react to. Did you want to look
I follow that YouTuber, yes.
Oh, yes. Is she a conservative? Because I've seen her talk about some of the topics I've talked about, like women's sports and, trans athletes. She had Sal Grover on her channel, which I thought was great. So I remember her for that, but I don't know, the other content that she's touched upon.
She does a lot of fun content. I started watching her, I think, when she covered the Emmanuel Macron story that Candice did. So that's how I found her. And I like her takes. I don't know if she's conservative, but I like her commentary is very balanced. And she always uses evidence, because for me, evidence matters a lot. I don't like putting out things out there without showing the reasons why you've put things out there, if that makes sense, because I don't believe in slander. So yeah. And is her name pronounced Nicey? That's how Candice pronounced it. Yes, I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure if it was Nicey. Some of Candice's pronunciations. I'm guilty of that. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I would have called her. All right, so let's take a look at that. Just checking if Tumi's around yet. No, but when she comes in. Let me see. Okay, so here it is.
Back in 2013, Erika was 25 years old, and she was in a relationship with a basketball player named Joshua Harrelson. So at the time, he was living in Michigan, and Erika moved out there to be with him. On the evening of September 15, 2013, Joshua Harrelson and Erika met a 15-year-old girl named Jillian Falcon. And I know this because Jillian tweeted about it. At 3:53 p.m., Jillian tweeted that she was out for sushi with her friend, and 2 hours later she tweeted, "Just met Miss Arizona and Josh Harrelson, heart eyes emoji." Now, I'm not sure if Jillian coincidentally bumped into Erika and Joshua or if they were introduced. What I do know is that Jillian had a friend, and the friend's grandparents were renting a home to Erika in Michigan. So I'm not entirely sure if all of these people just bumped into each other coincidentally at the sushi restaurant or if they were formally introduced. But nonetheless, they met, and Erika struck up what I view as a very odd relationship with the 15-year-old girl named Jillian.
So I can help clarify. I can build on that. Like I said, I spoke with Jillian, and that information, part of that information is very accurate. It was about a payment for rent, and that is how Jillian meets Erika Kirk. She opened the door. She's presumably living with or visiting her boyfriend at the time, and she sees Erika Kirk, and she thinks, oh my gosh, this girl, 25-year-old girl, is so beautiful, and Erika is extremely kind to her, and they start speaking, and somehow, and Jillian does not recall how this transpired, somehow during this rent arrangement, Erika and her exchange numbers, okay? So what happens next is they begin messaging each other, a texting relationship, and across social media, making comments on one another's posts. And in the beginning, it seems fine enough, I guess. The conversation is polite, maybe something that you might expect to see between someone who has some level of notoriety or fame and one of their fans over social media. But then it picks up, just as Nicey indicates. It picks up, and I am going to allow you to listen to her explain what then transpires. And I would also, again, like to reinforce the fact that this girl, Jillian, is 15 years old and Erika is 25. It's worth mentioning that at this point in her biography, Erika is also working with sex trafficking charities. This is that year where she says that she got involved with a sex trafficking charity over in China. I'll have more for you on that next week, but take it away, Nicey.
On February 13th, 2014, Jillian replied to one of Erika's tweets by saying, "At Erika Francevy, gorgeous as always." A few hours later, she then tweeted, "Why did at Erika Francevy just send me this?" Laughing emojis, and there is a photo which says, "This Valentine's Day, I am going to touch your butt." Jillian posted this tweet on March 6, 2014. So Erika says, "Let me call you, hold on sweetheart, give me a sex. Wow." And then Jillian says, "Okay," and puts laughing emojis. Erika then says, Sex too, but not from you, LOL. Holy laughing emoji. You always make me laugh. I don't bat for the other team just yet. On March 13th, 2014, Jillian shared another screenshot of her text messages with Erika. Erika says, "I forgot to tell you, hydrate tonight. No alcohol, and don't eat a lot of salty foods. You don't want to look bloated." Jillian then responds, "Thank you." Erika says, "No alcohol. Really, Erika? Age recognition, you twat waffle. Apparently, I haven't had my coffee yet." What the hell, Erika? Laughing emoji. Well, on that bite, ... Note, damn you, Siri. Come on, hashtag the struggle. What are you trying to say, laughing emoji? Spit it out, you twat waffle. On the morning of March 26, 2014, Jillian tweeted, "I just want to be somebody's woman crush Wednesday. Is that too much to ask?" That evening, she then tweets, "Thank you at Erika Francevy for making my whole week." And she shares this photo, and the photo is of a gnome, and it says, "I want to be inside your lady garden." Gnome saying, on April 3rd, 2014, Jillian tweeted this picture and said, "I miss this goon." A few minutes later, she tweeted, "Did Erika just text me hashtag no new friends? Oh my fucking god, I can't." A few days later, on April 5th, 2014, Jillian posted this tweet, "Getting this in the mail from Erika Francevy." And in the photo is a red box of chocolate-covered strawberries and other chocolate desserts. And the card in the photo says this, "Happy sweet 16, beautiful girl. Keep strong in faith and know that you're loved. But most of all, never forget that you are perfect and amazing just the way you are. I am so proud of you. Today is the first day of another 365-day journey around the sun. Enjoy the trip, boo. Love you, E." On June 7th,
All right, guys. Tumi's joining us now. I wanted to double check. Was it Erika who sent the gnome meme? Or was that from the girl, Jillian? That's what I wanted to double check because...
Not sure. Either way is inappropriate.
Well, yeah, for sure. Hi, Tumi.
Hello. Hi, I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. She might not be ready.
She forgot something.
Oh. Let me just double check that gnome. Either way, inappropriate for sure.
Yes, it's very inappropriate.
I just wanted to... Okay.
emoji, "Spit it out, you twat waffle." On the morning of March 26, 2014, Jillian tweeted, "I just want to be somebody's woman crush Wednesday. Is that too much to ask?" That evening, she then tweets, "Thank you at Erika Francevy for making my whole week." And she shares this photo, and the photo is of a gnome, and it says, "I want to be inside your lady garden." Gnome saying, on April 3rd, 2014.
Okay, so it was Jillian who tweeted that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've just understood there. Hi, Tumi.
Hello. Sorry, guys. It was I logged in here and then got on the stream, and then it was like, "Oh, you can stream this to your audience," and then it was like, "Click this link, go here, go there." So I was getting set up. Sorry.
Oh, good to see you.
Good
Are
to see you too.
ready now, or?
Yeah, no, everything's good now. We're streaming and everything's good.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Well, we're just watching the segment from Candace Owens' show where she's talking about the text messages between Erika Kirk and a 15-year-old. Okay. Erika was 25 at the time. Have you heard about this story?
I have not heard about this story. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I've been following Charlie Kirk for a really long time, and also Candace Owens, and his death obviously very much rattled me. I've never seen somebody die before. You know what I mean? Especially like in a graphic way. That's just me. I just have not been exposed to that kind of stuff. So that really shook me, right? And like, how do I say this? But also, Julia Unleashed says, we can be unleashed as much as we want. I personally think that Candace was in love with him or had some sort of I don't want to say obsession, but like she thought that she would be Mrs. Turning Point USA. That's my personal opinion based on how they, started their thing and they were doing their thing. And then obviously Erika kind of came in and became Mrs. Erika Kirk. And then, was really... I'm never gonna say the power behind the throne, but she was really she started doing speeches with her husband and all that kind of stuff. And before that, she was not really a public speaker, or we didn't know who Erika was before she got with Charlie, obviously. And then obviously, Candace got fired from the Daily Wire, got fired from PragerU, and was doing her own thing, married George Farmer in 2 weeks or a month after meeting or whatever. And everyone's love story is different, whatever. But it was just like the way that she's been so on a mission to take everybody down around Charlie is very concerning. And how can you grieve your friend? I have a friend who passed away pretty suddenly 3 years ago. I think about him all the time. Randomly, I'll think about him. He also was into politics, so he had like a podcast. Thankfully, I have so many videos and audios I can listen to and think about him and laugh with him because he was a hilarious person. But even though I think the way he died was shady too, I personally think it was shady. All of a sudden, do you see me going on a rampage of, oh, I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to get into the truth. I'm going to expose, his boyfriend. I'm going to expose all these people. No, it's when has Candace had the time to actually mourn, and for her to say, oh, I'm not going to the memorial service, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, blah, 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 is just to me very concerned. It's all concerning, and it's all just, I could not imagine my own best friends passing away and me attacking their spouses like that. To me, it's just concerning. It's something very deep, something broke in her brain, I think, when Charlie passed away. And this is not normal behavior. It's not something is very deeply, deeply wrong. And then this whole, he came to me in a dream. There's so much stuff that when he first passed away, I did give attention to some of her videos, but it became too much. It became a soap opera of every week. Oh, and to find out what I found out next, tune in next week, right? It became literally a soap opera. And it's if somebody passed away and I was sitting on information that I really believed that, oh, this is what this person told me before they passed, I would just make one video, tell it all, and say, look, these are my concerns about it. These were the text messages. This is what was going on. Now she's saying only Erika can stop me. She had the meeting with Erika. People said she was cloned. Now she's going after Erika again. Where's her husband? Where's George Farmer, bro? Where is he at? I know he's the producer, but are you okay with this? Your wife literally going on the attack of people who are at your own wedding, right? What? Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to railroad everything, but I'm just, as a person who's deep into politics, obviously, but also deep into the situation in a kind of vicarious way. To me, it's just deeply alarming and concerning. And I just feel we're witnessing a mental breakdown in front of our own eyes. But because she's not screaming in the streets, she's sitting on a podcast and looks okay to us because she's not bawling her eyes out. But what it's oh, because I couldn't get what I wanted, I'm burning the house down, is what I feel is happening. Personally, is what I feel is happening. That's just my opinion. So I did not know about the text messages with Erika and a 15-year-old. And I need context. Was he 15? Did she know he was 15? What was the context of the conversations? I have talked to younger people when I'm at my age, but you're obviously very cautious about the things you say. What was going on in the conversation that she's oh, a text message with a 15-year-old? What was the context of the conversation? Those are my questions. So you can fill me in.
Yeah, that's the whole point of today. So we're going to continue looking at this. Nicey is a YouTuber who kind of brought all of this to everybody's attention, even Candace's attention. Okay. And she's detailing the text messages. And so far, Julia and I, we're saying, objectively speaking, the text messages are, do seem inappropriate.
Okay.
Because if it was a man, straight up, I would say it's inappropriate. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
hesitate.
Yeah.
So I definitely, there is that. However, more information
But
has
why?
come.
Why though, Irene? Why does it have to be a man before it's deemed inappropriate? Women are sexual predators as well. Mm-hmm. Women actually do more than men. Mm-hmm. So so I just thought I'll check that.
No, you're absolutely right. And that's just a lot, I would say, human nature, where we're definitely seeing it less. We're more inclined to be more trusting of a woman and make excuses.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a teenager, I was definitely texting older guys, and at that time, this was the 2010s, okay, so this is before Me Too and whatever, all of this stuff. And back then, for you in your little high school crew, it was cool to get the attention of an older guy. You were not we did not use the word grooming. Grooming for us was like the obvious PDF files in the chat rooms, right? In the teen chat rooms, who are like, hey, like whatever. But if you were like, oh, this guy, I don't know, I met him on MySpace, or he's in a rock band and I met him and he's so cool, like it was cool to get that kind of attention. But looking back, it was like, damn, that was not appropriate at all. And I mean, at my age, I've met guys who are 25 and I'm 30 and I'm like, no. And they're grown men, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, no, like, I'm like, no, it's not. No.
This is a teenage girl, though. So it's Erika as a 25-year-old woman texting a teenage girl, 15, and they're both in the modeling world. So I think that's how they met.
Okay, and what was? Okay, can you play like the clip, or like can you just explain what was said in the text messages? Because again, like I this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Well, I'll play the we'll see some more examples here, and then I'll go over the ones that you missed.
Okay.
There was one that was saying, I want a garden gnome, that was sent from the young lady, the 15-year-old, saying something about, I want to be in your lady garden. Yeah.
14, Jillian tweeted this picture and said, I miss this goon. A few minutes later, she tweeted, did Erika just text me #no new friends? Oh my fucking God, I can't. A few days later, on April 5th, 2014, Jillian posted this tweet, getting this in the mail from Erika Francevy. And in the photo is a red box of chocolate-covered strawberries and other chocolate desserts. And the card in the photo says this, happy sweet 16, beautiful girl. Keep strong in faith and know that you're loved. But most of all, never forget that you are perfect and amazing just the way you are. I am so proud of you. Today is the first day of another 365-day journey around the sun. Enjoy the trip, boo. Love you, E. On June 7th, 2014, Jillian shared this tweet. This has to be the most heartfelt compliment I've ever gotten. And she attached a screenshot of her conversation with Erika. So Jillian says, thank you. Erika says, you have the most stunning features. Jillian says, best compliment ever. Erika says, your eyes, your lips, your skin, you're absolutely beautiful. Jillian responds with the crying emoji, you're making me cry. In February of 2014, Jillian went on a family trip to Puerto Rico and
Okay. So I'm not gonna play devil's advocate, but let me play devil's advocate for 5 seconds, okay? So when I was in college, like when I first went to college, when I was 18 years old, right? Community college, I had older people who I knew that were like women also, that were also like, how do I say this? They were like the heads of the Christian group at my school, okay? And they were older people. They were like, 25, whatever, 26, something like that when I was 18 years old, okay? And these people are also in the modeling world, right? And when you talk to younger people and older people, a lot of people have low self-esteem. So let's just isolate the context of, for example, the whole, she sent messages to a 15-year-old. Let's not like make it okay, right? But like when we're looking at it in an isolated incident, right? The text message, when she said, oh, you have the prettiest features. This is a person who is in the beauty pageants, probably talking to a younger person who's like, oh, I'm ugly. Guys don't like me. I'm unattractive. And so her saying, oh, you have the prettiest features. She didn't say, I want to kiss you. She didn't say, oh, you're so sexy. She didn't say, oh, you're the hottest girl I've ever seen. And yes, compliments can turn into other things. But just that message alone, oh, you have the prettiest features. you're not ugly. You look beautiful. Whatever. We don't know the rest of the thread, okay? But I'm just saying, like, I already know, like, I feel like bad for saying this, but I already know how this is going, like how they're framing it, right? As if Erika was literally hitting on a child, like a 15-year-old child, right? Obviously. So the reason why Candace is even bringing this stuff up is like a smoking gun, right? If Erika was not married to Charlie and Charlie didn't pass away, would she even be talking about this? Probably not. They wouldn't be digging this hard, right? But so there were even people who said, oh, the whole Charlie Kirk thing was a psyop and he didn't die and he's in the witness protection and Erika was posing with a plastic dummy in the casket. I've literally heard it all at this point. That's why I had to unplug from it all, because it was too much psychologically, because I'm like, dude, at the end of the day, she's a widow. But to say, oh, he faked his death, this is not real. What's his name? Cash Patel said, oh, I'll see you in Valhalla. And Valhalla is a code word for the witness protection program, and blah, 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 blah. And Erika was in a music video at one point with this guy, and in the video when they were in Las Vegas doing this thing where it's like a slide or whatever, and like you slide over the mall, and then the time on the wall meant this, and then that's a code for like like when I say that I have heard every conspiracy theory about Charlie Kirk at this point, if Erika like saw somebody sneeze and she didn't say bless you, they would make a YouTube video about it, you know. So it's like, there are people who literally tell you, oh, you're not ugly, like, oh, you're attractive, you're pretty, whatever, and then people take it and twist it the wrong way. Yes, she sent her chocolates. Okay, like, is that weird? If you make it weird, like, I just feel like some people are nice, okay? Some people are actually nice people, like, there are actually nice people in the world, and I know there's so much creepy stuff going on that we take everything as, oh, this is, nowadays, everything is grooming, everything is bad, everything is, somebody who's older looks at you and says, oh, hi, what's your name? Oh, he's trying to groom you. Like, no, he just said hello. She just said hello. And like, there was a time where older people looked at younger people and wanted to mentor them and help them because they had low self-esteem. Again, I don't know all the text messages, but like, I mean, wow. Like, if I went through the list of older people that I knew in my teenage years and said all of them had nefarious intentions, that would not be true, because I had older people who were men and women who were nice to me, said things to me, but they did not hit on me, they did not creep, they did not do anything, you know, Diddy style. But it's like, we're literally like, they're dragging a like, okay, not that because you're a widow you're absolved from criticism, obviously, but like now it's getting extreme, right? Like to the point where, bro, wouldn't we all be implicated in some way, shape, or form if you looked at all our messages? Like, if someone took my phone and read all of my messages going back to freaking whenever I had a phone for the first time in 2009, I'd be screwed. Literally, that you could destroy me with my text messages because I've said some things, right? So, I mean, okay, sorry, continue. But I'm just like, okay, yeah. What do you guys think? Because this is just my opinion. I'm like, did this girl come out and say, oh, Erika did something to me? Because if she didn't, why are you even, well, you know what I mean?
Well, this is what I wanted to bring up. Candace herself said she spoke to the girl or messaged her, and the girl said nothing inappropriate happened.
Okay, so why is it, you know what I mean?
Not for Candace.
Yeah, she's gonna make a 12-hour video anyways and say exposed. Erika needs to be in jail. She needs to be under the jail, the Egyptian plains.
Julia, what are your thoughts on what Tumi just said now?
Yeah, tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Tumi said a lot. So
sorry.
No, it's good. But here's the thing. I like Erika. I like how she gives zero about anything. She just looks herself. She's just fabulous. She owns who she is. I like all of that about her. That's why I admire her. However, I can admire her and still call her out.
Of course.
That message was inappropriate. Because as soon as the girl started talking about all the sexual talk, as the adult who's 10 years older than this child, you put a stop to it.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. Okay.
Okay, you don't encourage it. You don't egg it on. Because
can you give some examples?
It can be
some examples of the part where the girl, are you talking about the gnome meme and things
I want to be in your lady garden, all those things. that is inappropriate. If someone said that to my daughter, I'll be throwing hands.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not advocating for violence or anything like that, but I don't like it. You're a big old woman at your big age of 25. You have no business talking to a 15-year-old girl. I'm sorry. And because she's done that, Candace has now found a weapon to do something to her, to talk to her. And it's hard because you don't know how to defend this, especially if you've been on the receiving end of something like this before. So you're like, no, this is wrong. Because that's how it starts. Okay, now it could be harmless banter. I have friends who are younger. I have friends who are 20, 21, very, very young. And they're my real friends. They come to my house. They like being around Auntie Julia, and I encourage it. But when they come, I just give them advice. I talk to them because I tell them, listen, don't get to 26 without getting married. You know, things like that. You know, because the market starts to get hard. Don't be too choosy. Don't be too picky. You know, find a man with potential. Those kind of talk. That's the kind of conversation I have with them. I can't tell them, oh, I want to be in your, or one of them will say, I want to be in your lady garden. That will be the end of the friendship.
Yeah.
But it was Gillian who said that about the lady garden, right? That didn't come from Erika.
Yeah, she should have stopped it. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying the reaction of Erika to kind of play along with it was inappropriate. She should have.
And also, when were these text messages sent? Also,
it's 10 years ago.
Okay, so like, okay, so are we going to act like the 2010s was not a completely different time? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we gonna act like the jokes that we used to tell? No, but I'm saying like, okay, because I was gonna say, are we gonna act like the jokes we used to tell, the things like even when I watch movies from back then, I literally am like, wow, this was. I just watched a show called Girls on HBO that was made in 2013, the year I graduated high school, and I couldn't believe the jokes that they were telling because we've gone so far politically correct that like those those jokes, I'm like, wow, like they would not make it today in the writer's room. They'd be like, oh, this is too, whatever. So like, I don't know, like I'm not defending talking to a kid or having a kid like say things and you're like or you're egging it on, like you said, because I've been on the other end where I was the young person and I did have a older person say creepy things to me and it got very weird very fast. But that was an isolated incident, by the way. But
let me just add this. I don't think Erika has done anything because I'm glad that Nisi said nothing happened.
Yeah.
So I do not think she's done anything.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is when you're a public figure, you have to be mindful of the things that you put out there.
Yeah. Because but was she a public figure back then in 2016?
She was a beauty queen.
It's Arizona, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So all those things come back to bite you. We have responsibilities as adults, what we put out there. Now, what you can say to her, if it's just one-on-one, is different from what you put out there on X, because that's how Nisi could find it.
Yeah.
My main thing is about who it's coming from. This isn't coming from somebody who is looking out for trafficking victims and, women who are victims of SA. This is coming from somebody with a vendetta
who hates her
like any little thing she can find to sensationalize. So Candace hasn't come out and said, I believe Erika is guilty of grooming. If you were to accuse her of saying that, she would say, I never said that. Which she always comes up with that sort of thing. But yet she will use words such as trafficking. She will use that sort of language. And the aim is to associate it with Erika Kirk. Now, if you don't like Erika Kirk, you think she's, fake or weird or whatever, that's fine. That's your opinion.
Yes.
But if you're going to connect her with being a trafficker and that kind of thing, let it be based on evidence and not based on Candace's splicing and dicing things alone.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe her motives are pure. This is somebody who lied for somebody who is being accused of trafficking in Romania as we speak. She lied on behalf of Andrew Tate.
Oh, yeah.
And she doxed a real victim, doxed this Jane Doe, and then bleeped out the name of the sex offender. So don't tell me that this is all out of, you know,
concern,
trafficking victims. And no, this is her manipulating people, manipulating what she's found, digging up things on Erika. And that's where we're at now. And
can I just say, oh, sorry, carry on. Yeah.
No,
when you finish, I'll let you land. We know that Candace has deep-seated envy, hatred for Erika, because she feels, the way I read it is, she feels Erika stole Charlie from her. She keeps throwing things like Erika is saying, my Charlie. Of course, that's her Charlie. That's her husband. Yep. She keeps saying things like, oh, why is Erika equipped to be the CEO of Turning Point USA? My husband has got stuff. He's got businesses. If God, heaven forbid, and it happens to him, is anyone going to say, why is Julia suddenly liaising with people to take over her husband's stuff? Is anybody going to say that? No. No matter how small what it is he has. Does that make sense? No matter how little it is, that is my husband's business. And if his wife.
Exactly. And if
his partner. Sorry, to me, one second.
Sorry.
And she keeps talking as if she knows something that Erika does not know, to downplay the love that Erika and Charlie had. That annoys me. Because when husband and wife lay together on that bed, Candace, you were not there. You don't know what they were talking about. For all you know, you can be calling Charlie your best friend. What if he really hated your guts? It's the truth. What if he hated your guts and told his wife all kinds of things about you and was happy that he got rid of you? And here you are, just doing things to make yourself look desperate. I'm sorry, it's giving Bonnie Boiler vibes. It really is.
And did you hear Dave Rubin where he said that Candace hated Charlie? She spoke when she was at his house. He made some Parmesan chicken. And she spoke for like a couple of hours about how much she hated Charlie. So, and I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because of how, quickly things happened. Like, you know, he met Erika, got married to her, and then all of a sudden she's leaving the Daily Wire and then getting married to a guy she met a week before, and
rebound.
Yeah, a rebound of extremes. Like, just, yeah.
Can we talk about the sexual allegations against the husband? Allegedly, he's out here in the streets touching men.
There's
allegedly
tweet. Yeah.
George Farmer?
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
the word in town. I believe there's a court case or something going on right now. I'm not sure. I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, to me, it was weird when he said, like, yesterday I was watching a video and they were talking about how he said nothing romantic ever was said between them. They met at a dinner party. Nothing romantic happened at all. And then he was on a flight going to like Cape Town or something and FaceTimed her on the plane and was like, hey, let's get married. I would not say yes to a person who asked me to get married like that. No. Like, that's like, what? I don't know you. You know, I met you a month ago. Like, at least if we dated and said, okay, we're on going on dates and like, what do you want out of life? And I said, oh, I'm at the age where I really want to be married. And you're like, yeah, me too. And like, we have good chemistry and we're both sober-minded adults and meet each other's families and say, okay, we can make this work like a arranged marriage, but not really our own arrangement of a marriage. Then you can say that. But if you're like, I met you last week or 2 weeks ago, and then you have my number and we don't talk, and then you FaceTime me and you're like, let's get married. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it sounded like it wasn't even established if they loved one another before they agreed to get engaged.
They didn't know each other. He said it. He's like, yeah, nothing romantic ever happened. Like, I was like, and he said it multiple times in different interviews. Yeah, nothing romantic happened. And he's like, I saw myself in her. I'm like, okay, Meghan Markle, like, goodness gracious. It was just so awkward. Like, okay, we all do that, but you don't have to say that out loud. Like, don't say that out loud.
But to me, I know people that have never had anything romantically before they got married, and they're still married 30 years on. So
I have a friend like that. But it to me, it was just like, I mean, nowadays it's kind of odd.
But they acknowledge that was an arranged marriage. There's a lot of cultures where that happens and it works.
Yeah.
Candace's marriage, it was like it looked like an arranged marriage to me.
Yeah.
An arrangement but yet it's presented as a whirlwind romance, and
every time I hear that, I think of Harry.
Then he's like, oh, we never said anything romantic to one another. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I do have friends who have been married for, like, at this point, over a decade. And they were friends. But they liked each other, but they were just friends. And they were just like, yeah, we actually like each other. We should get married. And then they were like, yeah, we should. But they had been friends for years before that.
Yeah.
And then, like, got married. But, like, this, I just feel like this, I literally met you a month ago. We'd never talked. You have my number somehow, or maybe we only talk about politics or whatever, and then you're like, let's get married. And I'm like, oh, yes. Like, I don't know. It's different than like an arranged marriage where your family, they know a guy, and then you are the girl or whatever, and then you meet each other and you're like, yeah, you are my dad's son's friend's son or whatever, and like, let's talk and have some tea. And I don't know.
Like Blue Arrow, she did. And she was speaking about the benefits of having an affair, very far leftist views. If you go back and look at, over some of the things that Candace has said in the past, she had very leftist views, or very liberal views. And I believe that's what she is.
Yeah, I think she could be like a crypto conservative who's not really a conservative. It's just for clout, Because
I think she saw an opening as a black conservative that she wouldn't have got as a Democrat, as a black female Democrat. And she went for it.
Because there's too many of those. So it wouldn't have been anything special. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most 80% of black people are 90 something percent of black people are Democrats anyway. So it would be like, okay, whatever, dude. Like,
yeah. So I want to show you what I was talking about with the doxing of the victim. And then there's a woman on X and on TikTok, I believe, who has done 3 videos basically debunking the Erika Kirk allegations. So I want to get your opinion on her videos. Is it enough debunking for you, or?
Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera because I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and I don't want to eat on camera and make noise. So like, so I'm here. Okay. I didn't eat breakfast because it's 10 o'clock in the morning over here. So let me eat my sandwich, but I'm watching. Okay. I promise.
Okay.
It's okay to me.
When you got to eat, man. Okay. So,
First case involves a man who I am not going to name. The only reason I'm not going to name him is because at the time of the allegations against him was in fact a minor. And that, of course, is relevant. So we just want to be ethical here and not expose his name so that people can look up the case.
Instead of doing a yoga pose, as shown here in this 2015 video, 58-year-old Keith Fox posed for a mugshot Tuesday. Police say he had sex with a 15-year-old girl. The arrest report shows that the teen's mother hired a private investigator to follow her daughter and Fox. Last June, while Fox's wife was away on business, the investigator saw the teen at the front window of Fox's home, quote, in the nude, touching one another in a sexual manner.
So we just want to be ethical here and not expose his name so that people can look up the case because, as I said, she was underage at the time.
She did talk to detectives, provided lots of details.
Other details, according to Delray Beach Police, date back to February last year.
It started off with just a very close relationship between a teen student and her yoga instructor. He made a few inappropriate comments.
Police say those escalated to several serious allegations against Fox. Those include that he touched her in his car and offered a Thai massage.
Of course, there's a reasonable worry that there might be other victims.
As I said, she was underage at the time. Essentially, it was believed that she was having sexual relations with him, and the courts found that to be true. And he is now been sentenced to 24 years in prison.
Delray Beach Police arrested Fox on a charge of sexual battery on a victim over 12 years old. He remains here in a jail cell tonight after a judge denied him bond.
The only reason I'm not going to name him is because at the time of the allegations against him, was in fact a minor, and that of course is relevant. So we just want to be ethical here and not expose his name.
Oh, Milk Bar. Okay.
He has been on Owens' case for at least since 2023, way before all of this Charlie Kirk, situation came about. And this is her talking about the relationship between Andrew Tate and her husband.
dinner with my husband and his friend. Andrew Tate was there.
Sorry, were you going to say something?
No, I was going to say, like, why is she even talking about this yoga instructor and feeling like what is the correlation between her and the yoga instructor? I'm so confused because I'm like,
this was a video defending Andrew Tate.
Oh my God. Okay.
She was basically trying to discredit the victim. Oh, she's made so many allegations against different men. So apparently that means she's not credible.
So she was involved with Andrew Tate somehow as well.
Of course she's not credible.
Her husband is close friends with Andrew Tate.
No, I mean the girl who accused the yoga teacher.
She's someone who's accused Andrew Tate.
Okay. Now I understand. Because I was like, what?
She's one of the victims who gave evidence. Tate actually tried to sue her, and a Marine that helped her escape from his clutches. And no, he didn't actually sue the Marine. He just tried to sue her, the victim.
Wow.
So yeah, she's someone who has made allegations against Andrew Tate. So Candace is trying to discredit her and say, well, she's made allegations against a lot of other men as well, including this guy who she wanted to protect. What were you saying, Julia? What do you think about?
Nah, I've forgotten. It's okay. I literally wanted to say that Candace picks and chooses who she supports. I have no respect for her for her blind support of Kanye West. I don't. Yeah. I really don't. I said that the last time.
Yeah. This is her husband and
dinner with my husband and his friend. Andrew Tate was there. I had no idea who he was. This is kind of before he really took off on the internet.
I've known Andrew for many, many years. I've known Andrew since before Andrew was Andrew. You know what I mean? I've known Andrew since before he was famous, I guess. Andrew is a great guy. He really is.
So I do want you to contextualize this video that has been circulating on the internet of you talking about the lover boy method. So we'll take a look at that right now.
Sure. You cannot get a girl to work for you having fun. So the recruitment process is the same as the PhD course. You message them on Instagram. The PhD course is my recruitment system. I don't mention webcam until after I've had sex with the girl. If you're on dates and you're trying to mention it and shit, it just doesn't work. It puts them off. I'd never do that. That's disgusting. I'm not a whore. It's just not gonna work.
Sorry, so here he's literally explaining how he operates using the lover boy method.
Yeah.
Candace, on Candace's show, he's saying that I was just giving advice about dating.
Like,
Candace splices and cuts out parts where he incriminates himself. He's self-snitching all over the internet. And that's on him. And this is an example of that.
Yeah, I'm just stunned because it's like, if an adult woman, like a literal adult woman, which I think, and like it should be over 21 in my opinion. That's my opinion, okay? If an adult woman wants to live that lifestyle or work in that industry, it should be her sober-minded personal choice of, I actually want to do this. Not, oh, but I recorded us and I put the web video up and the video got 10 million views and you should just do this with me because it's already up there. It shouldn't be, oh, you think you're actually going on a date with a decent person who's a pimp. And literally he's like, oh, wait, I actually have this business and you should do this. Like, what? Like, it's deceit. It's like the devil, like literally deceitful. Like, why can't you just say, okay, I run this agency and we need girls to work here. Just say that, like a strip club. They don't advertise. You know where to find them if you want to go there, right? So it's just like, wow. Like
he allegedly targets girls with like good morals or who have a Christian background because they believe that they're entering into a relationship with him, like a legit relationship with him. And they're the girls who are easier to have something holding over them because they've gone and done this webcam or whatever. And he uses that to basically say, well, you know, this is all going to come out if you leave.
And isn't that more demonic? Like, you know what I mean? That's even more demonic because you don't want women who again worked at the strip club are already on websites to say, okay, well, I'm a seasoned professional, or I've already done this, let me work for you. It's, oh, the girl who's naive or doesn't know anything, or like there's this scam now on Instagram that they said it's affected a lot of teenagers, but they say that you'll get a message from someone you don't know, and then they're like, oh, do you want to blah 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 with me, and then you blah 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 with them, and then they take a screenshot and they say, oh, I'll send this to your whole family if you don't send me $10,000. And a lot of people have like offed themselves from the pressure of, oh my god, my parents will see this, and these are young people. That's why they made like the Instagram thing now where it's like, oh, if you have to be 13 to have an account or something like that, because they're trying to prevent that from happening, whatever. But you should not have an Instagram account at 13 anyways. But anyways, yeah, it's that new scam, but in an old format, the old school way of, instead of just that, it's, oh, let me court you, think that you're being courted or taking out on a date or whatever. Like, that's sick. It's like sick. You know what I mean? Like, that's literally sick. It's like, what would be the difference if on the flip side for men, there were men who you thought, oh, this is my bro, but he's trying to seduce you into being in a gay relationship. And you thought, oh, we're just actually going to play basketball. Like, I didn't think this was like, you know what I mean? Like, that men don't really, they do, but some like grown men don't really have creepers creeping on them like that. So they don't understand. Like, it's like they don't know what it's like to be creeped upon. That feeling of being crept upon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, if they had widespread creepmentation happening to them, they would understand, like, this is actually demonic. What I'm doing is demonic. Like, it's evil, you know? So yeah, that's.
I've never said it's wrong for somebody to be a liberal and turn conservative. I've never said there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, what do you mean? I was at Obama's first inauguration, and I'm as conservative as they come. So, like, what are you talking about? Nobody said that.
Yeah.
Literally, nobody said that. Hit the replay. Nobody said that.
Exactly.
No mention of webcam. You f*** the girl. After you f*** the girl, you do the PhD test. If she passes the PhD test and she wants to be with you, then you start mentioning things like, yeah, but you know, you're always busy. You're always at work. You can come work for me.
Okay, so first question, when was this video taken?
Yeah, so this video is from 10 years ago, and this is me explaining how having a webcam company, it's actually a larger video as a whole. I'm explaining how having a webcam company can affect your relationships and how it affects your dating life. People are trying to chop it up and say that it says I am using the lover boy method to somehow convince women to do things they didn't want to do.
That's what he just said.
Your goal is to inspire a girl to make money and give you the money. So the way you're going to do that is you have to have some element of influence, and you're going to have that element of influence through her respecting you, looking up to you, and her believing she needs you. And this is extremely important, because at the beginning she will need you, but then she won't need you. But you have to keep that fallacy, keep that dream alive that she can't do this without you, to ensure that she doesn't do it without you. The psychological aspect is the same of what we're going to do. The skill I'm going to teach you is exactly the same. I could easily translate mine to a street business, and you could easily street pimp with the things I'm going to teach you. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. But you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax, because girls are lazy, and girls are stupid, and girls don't understand how taxes work. So the girl's working with you, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. She'll sit there and go, okay. Now that allows you to do two things. One, it's another control element. If I work with him, my tax is not a problem. If I do it alone, I have to deal with taxes. Taxes are complicated.
And that's another aspect of trafficking, is where the girl feels she can't leave. And he's talking about how to get them to stay, basically.
Yeah, can we wait, hold on. Can you there's a comment that this woman Stephanie Roth made that said Candace Owens has had an epiphany about blind obedience to Israel and its apartheid state and genocide of Palestinians. She deserves our support and admiration. What does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? Number one. Number two, does anybody say that Muslims have an apartheid way of living because they have places where only Muslims can go? where it literally says Muslims only on the road signs. Like when you go to Mecca, it's a Muslims only, and I can never go there unless I convert to Islam. I can't even just go and say, oh, I want to just see what it's like over there. I can't go. I'm not allowed to go, right? So what are you? But that has nothing to do with what we're not talking about Israel and Palestine right now. Like, guys, stop it. Can we stick to the topic? We're literally talking about Erika Kirk, her obsession with Charlie Kirk, and Andrew Tate right now in this portion of the live stream. What does that has nothing to do with, and I don't need to admire somebody because they support one group or the other. Like, we can still, what? Yeah, exactly. Someone said Muslims serve in the IDF. They do. Because if like, did you know you can be an Israeli citizen and be a Muslim and a Christian? It's not Jews only who live there. Can we put on our thinking caps? Okay. Anyways. Someone said, oh, gee, spare us the crap that for a woman to be critical of another woman, she must have had a crush on the woman's man. Have you not heard anything that she said about Charlie? Saying Charlie came to her in a dream and told her what was going on. And, bro. And y'all too slow. That's why you can't make the connections. The chat's killing me, dude. They said she should stick to the trans issue because this is out of her wheelhouse and above her grade. And also, Andrew Tate, like, women know how to pay taxes. Come on, women have been paying taxes since forever.
Yeah, I can discuss whatever I want to discuss on my channel. You're free to leave or listen. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Don't leave. You're welcome.
I mean,
you can agree to agree with us. That's why it's spicy.
Yeah,
everyone is not thinking the same way. So
yeah, you have the right
to
think.
Just be respectful.
Yeah, and like we're just giving you our opinions on the matter. You don't have to agree. Like, this is not North Korea.
Like, I like Erika Kirk. I like Erika. I like the fabulousness of her. Nothing is going to change that.
And I mean, I like
her to behave.
I like
I want her to know that she's got enemies. I want her to know that there are people who are jealous and envious of her and people who want to bring her down to take her place. Mm-hmm. She believes in God. I believe in God. She's conservative. I used to be conservative, but now I'm reformed. Okay? So, yeah.
Someone said, why would Candace criticize Erika? Because Erika is closing up with people threatening Charlie, people who support a genocide.
How does Candace know people that were threatening Charlie?
And what what actual proof, not speculation, but what actual proof has she put out? Mm-hmm. Why is every single episode of her series on Charlie Days of Our Lives? Next week, tune in next week to see this. Tune in next week to see that. She's been doing that since September. It's February. And next week, I'm going to tell you about this. Then she's like, oh, I think if Candace worked for, like, you know, when they used to do real investigative journalism and get to the bottom of things and go down the paper trail, I think she's good at that. But like in this personal scenario, right? In this scenario with Charlie, I think she's blinded by her hatred for Erika. That's my opinion. And the fact that she's not Mrs. Turning Point USA CEO. And I heard rumors that she thought she was going to get a job in the Trump administration. And when that didn't happen, then she flipped on him and is like, oh, Epstein, what about the Epstein files? And this is all I'll say about the Epstein files, because we're not talking about that right now. If somebody releases 3 million documents and hundreds of thousands of photos, why are you complaining that they didn't release enough? Like, what do you want to see? Like, do you think that you're going to watch a DVD of child sacrifice, that they're going to put it on CNN? Is that what people think is going to happen? Because those pictures we'll probably never see those pictures ever. Like, or they're somewhere out there or somewhere under the ocean, buried somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what, like, do people literally want to see Andrew Mountbatten Windsor or whoever doing whatever with a child on video for them to say, oh, we got him this time? Why doesn't the media release that? These are victims that we're talking about, literal victims that are like Jane Doe'd, John Doe'd, blacked out, unless they want to come forward as adults right now or whatever. But like,
to me, allegedly, Andrew is not been proving that he did anything with any underage girl.
No, I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, is that what people want to see? Because they're complaining that, he didn't release the Epstein files. Have you ever, like, you have to redact information. How long do you think it's going to take to go through over 3 million documents and redact information of names of victims and people in the emails or whoever, right? And then you release the files, and then everybody on TV is like, oh, it's not enough. It's not enough. What did you think was going to be released? What do you want? It's like they literally want a adult content type of website with all of those videos on there, with every celebrity they've ever seen to be doing these things on camera, so that they can say, oh, now there's transparency, when it's like you're probably never going to see that, right? So like, that's my opinion. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Something. No, Irene, you go first.
Not liking Candace Owens attacking a widow doesn't mean we're hating on Black women.
Yeah, like I hate people who say this are just low IQ. I'm so sorry, because I've been hearing that comment for 6 years since Meghan Markle left the royal family. You hate on a Black woman. Like, do you like what? And the thing is, if the funny part about this is people will say, oh, you're hating on a Black woman, until the Black woman does something you don't like, in the regard of, okay, if let's say Candace Owens, let's say we weren't talking about her, Black conservative women as a whole, people call us coons, Uncle Toms, house Negroes. You don't say, oh, why are you hating on a Black woman, when it's somebody that you don't believe in their political ideology or religious ideology or whatever opinion you think you have. You like McDonald's and I like Burger King, and you want to fight me over it, right? So it's, to me, calm down. The people like that, they have no argument, and they just throw in the race thing. Oh, you hate Black people. I mean, guys,
I like Candace.
Did we look in the mirror this morning? We're all Black. It's called critique. And people have become so sensitive that even if somebody says, oh, to me, that sweater makes you look like an egg, why are you hating on Black women? That's just literally their opinion on what they're seeing on the screen. Like, this sweater, it kind of does make me look like an egg, but it's whatever. Okay, it makes my neck look short. So
Julia said that you said you're not a conservative. I just want to clarify, you're talking about the Conservative Party in the UK, not just the conservative.
No, if I was American, I'll be conservative. In the UK, I'm considered conservative, but I do not like the party leader. I don't think she has any business being the party leader. So I'm not going to vote for her. I'm going to vote for reform. But I'm conservative to the bone. To the bone. My views are so conservative that it scares me.
No, but they say a lot of women are also more conservative than men. And like, I always joke around with my brother, especially, that if I was ever president, people would hate me more than they hate Donald Trump, because I'm way more conservative than he is.
I tell you something, during the last election, I wanted to vote reform, and my husband was like, no, we voted Labour the last time. You can't do that. Now he's singing a different tune. Because you can see what is clearly happening in the economy. Listen, Donald Trump is doing what he's doing in America. I wish we had a Donald Trump.
I wish Europe had a Donald Trump, like in every European country. You guys need help? Because even in France, this kid got beat to death by Antifa France. And one of the guys who was in the group was in the French parliament, and everyone is just like, I'm like, damn, you guys need help. Like, you need help. So,
because the way I see it is, they are trying to preserve what it is that makes that country good and great. And people can't see that.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. It's not fair. No. There was a reason. If you're not children of slaves, there is a reason why your parents went to America. If you are not children of slaves, your parents went there for a better life.
Yep.
Now, that better life, people are taking advantage of it.
Yep.
People go abroad, people go to America to work and better themselves. But now people are taking advantage of it. People are abusing the system. People are doing a lot of fraudulent things. Like here in the UK, you see people coming. Listen, I don't want to say things that I know because, you know, I'm a nurse, but sometimes I hear these people coming and they say things and I'm like, okay. Okay. And I hold my tongue because sometimes I want to come on here and just explode, but I can't.
Yeah.
You see, because I have a code of conduct, so I have to keep my mouth zipped and not talk about my work too much. That's why I don't go near that topic, because I might just get carried away and say things I'm not supposed to say. But when you see the entitlement of these people, you somehow look and say, calm down.
Yeah, this is not a soup kitchen. And even if it was, we bought the ingredients, we made the soup, and we're handing it out to you out of the goodness of our hearts. And again, it's so annoying because it's like taxpayers. Like sometimes when I get my tax return, because I'm single with no kids, I want to cry because I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this? But there are people who are getting our tax dollars to live the high life. They're living like people who have $12,000 in the food stamp card. I'm like, I don't have $12,000 in my bank account. Like, what? And it's everybody who's working at a job, whether you work at the 7-Eleven at the gas station or you work in the biggest company in the world, the tax dollars are being used for like Julia said, people who are milking the system. There are people who need that stuff, but if you are generationally on welfare, there's a problem. You cannot have your great grandmother, your grandmother, your mother, and you be on welfare. Like, that's hectic. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what it was supposed to be for. It's supposed to be on, I'm on hard times right now and
temporary. Yeah.
Yep.
So do you want to look at this girl who's debunking the text messages and bringing more context?
Oh, sure. Sorry, we never got really on that topic. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's watch first before you fire your guns.
Sorry.
I like it. I like
quick
it.
drama, girl.
Young energy. I like it. You know, when you come to my channel, I let you speak.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Love it. Okay, let's go.
Kirk was 25 years old. She
like
groomed a 15-year-old girl. Or at least that's what all of her haters across the internet want you to believe. I have spent the last 2 days digging through old Twitter accounts, looking through all of the communications so that I could break everything down for you. All of the accounts that I have seen that are making videos about this topic are intentionally leaving a lot of information out, and that's intentional. So this starts all the way back in 2013. Erika was living in LA. She's dating a basketball player. He's living in Michigan. She actually rents a place to be able to go and visit him in Michigan. She goes to have sushi and happens to meet the people that own the place that she's staying in, meet their granddaughter, but her granddaughter also has a friend with her, which would be 15-year-old Jillian. But first of all, I think it's important to know what type of a teenager Jillian was, what type of content she was posting, and how Erika is interacting with her, right? So first of all, let's just start with the fact that she seems insanely lost. This girl is engaged in a lot of stuff that she really should not be. She is posting very inappropriate things, giving references to a lot of partying, drinking, MJ use. She's referencing these types of exchanges with boys and her sexually explicit interactions with them. This tweet here is just one example of multiple that I saw all throughout her feed. You very much get the vibe that this girl does not have a lot of parenting going on in her life. She's being raised by a single mom, and it's very clear that her mom is giving the whole I'm a cool mom, I'm your friend, not your parent type of vibe. Another thing that became very obvious very quickly is Jillian has massive body image issues and self-esteem issues. She is constantly posting that she is fat. She is posting pictures of very, very sickly, skinny girls, saying that she wishes she looked like that, how beautiful they are, how gorgeous they are, how she wants to lose weight, things like that. Here's another example of her saying, but why can't I have this, referencing this very sickly, skinny girl's body. On this same post, her friend literally says, I'm actually really okay with my body than having no fat on me whatsoever. And Jillian responds, honestly wish I could say the same, LOL, but that's great for you though, Jade. And it becomes clear that her body image issues start to latch on to Erika, because Erika is modeling at this time. She's coming right off of being Mrs. Arizona. So she's in the pageant world. Obviously, Erika is a beautiful woman. And so she is constantly leaving comments saying how gorgeous Erika is, how pretty she is, how beautiful is, how she wants to look like her. She is constantly constantly reposting her post multiple times throughout the day, it becomes clear that Jillian is having an unhealthy obsession with Erika and is kind of stalking her a little bit online. All of the interactions, pretty much like 99% of the interactions, are started by Jillian, by her either tagging Erika or reposting something of Erika's or commenting on one of her posts. Very rarely does Erika ever start an interaction with Jillian. One of the other things that becomes very apparent very quickly is Jillian really likes to take autocorrect mistakes and post them and highlight them on her page because she thinks that they're absolutely hilarious. And she does this with everybody in her life. She does this with her friends. She does this with her own family members. She literally does this with everyone. Here's an example of this with a friend of hers. She said, should have had a blank party. A what? Grad party. Should have had a grad party. Yeah, ha ha ha. Well, that was awkward. So funny. Here's an exchange that she has with her uncle Kevin. He literally says, hey, have your mom call me. She says, okay. We got to think of a good tattoo for my next one. Yes, this girl was able to get a tattoo at 16. Again, not great parenting happening here. And she responds back, I think she's at the neighbor's and most likely doesn't have her phone with her, but she should be home shortly and I'll tell her. And yeah, what are you thinking of getting? Anything blank come to mind? And she literally changes that to anything in mind. She has to correct it because it's an autocorrect. Literally see her reaction, here with the post saying, holy F, awkward moment when in autocorrects to my uncle, holy F. And so of course, when this happens with Erika, she of course posts it. And these are the exchanges that people are absolutely losing their minds over. So she literally says, let me call you. Hold on, sweetheart. Give me a sex. Wow. She responds, okay, laughing. She says sec, because she's clearly correcting because the autocorrect, messed up her words. So she's correcting it here. She says sex too, but not from you. LOL, because, you're literally a child. And she says, holy shit, laughing emoji. You always make me laugh. And she says, I don't bat for the other team just yet. She's making a joke. Clearly, this is her making a joke out of a very awkward autocorrect texting situation, something that every single one of us has experienced. It's very clear that Erika in this exchange is not going out of her way to make sexual comments to a child. This is an autocorrect situation. And again, this is something that Jillian highlights on her page in her content all the time with everybody. Here's another exchange where there's clearly an autocorrect texting situation happening that Jillian thinks is hilarious. Erika literally says, I forgot to tell you, hydrate tonight, no alcohol, don't eat a lot of salty foods, you don't want to look bloated. I'm guessing Jillian maybe had like an interview the next day, or she clearly had something going on, and Erika's trying to give her like a pep talk here. Jillian responds, thank you. Erika immediately notices her mistake. I think it's because she thought she was talking to someone else, honestly. And she said, no alcohol. Really, Erika? Age recognition. Apparently I haven't had my coffee yet. Like, making a joke about herself, calling herself a dingbat. And she's like, yeah, what the hell, Erika? She said, well, on that bite, again, had to switch it to no. Well, on that note, and then she literally says, damn you, Siri, come on, #the struggle. Literally, she is saying that, like, Siri is not like, she's probably doing talk to text, honestly. Her talk to text is getting all jumbled because it is not working correctly. And she very clearly is pointing out that this conversation is not going how she wants due to autocorrect. This is the next one that people are freaking out about. And they're freaking out about it as if Erika sent this to her, but she didn't. Jillian is posting this on her own free will, okay? And she just is tagging Erika in this. This is not something that Erika said to her. She literally says, thank you, Erika, for making my whole week. And she posts this meme. I want to be inside your lady garden. Know what I'm saying? We know that she's obsessed with Erika. She literally has like this girl crush on Erika, right? And so, again, she is posting all of this on her own free will. Erika is not saying anything to her in this interaction. This is all Jillian here. This is another one that people are freaking out about. Why did Erika just send me this? A bunch of laughing faces. And she posts this emoji this Valentine's Day. I'm going to touch your butt. Okay, first of all, this is a joke from Finding Nemo where he's going to go up and I'm going to touch the butt. It's the boat, and he touches the boat with his fin to freak his dad out. Anyway, Erika, again, is not sending this to her that we know of. There's no proof that Erika actually did anything here. This is just Jillian tagging her in something. It looks like trying to get a laugh out of her, trying to get a rise out of her of some kind. But Erika did not start this interaction or send this interaction in any way that we have proof of. This is fully Jillian posting this on her own free will. What we do see from Erika is a whole lot of her trying to build this girl up. Here she says, "Aw, I cherish you. I am so proud of you, sweetheart. Keep on dreaming big, babe. Always there for you, always." Here Erika's trying to hype her up about some type of an opportunity. She says, "Own it." She says, "I'll try. You deserve the opportunity. Everything happens for a reason, and God puts people in your path to help you get to where you need to be. Embrace it. Proud of you." She says, "Thank you." The Sweet 16 birthday gift that people are freaking out about because it was chocolate-covered cherries. Yeah, guys, she literally had posted a photo of making chocolate-covered strawberries with her friends previously, and so I think Erika just knew that it was something that she liked. It was something easy that she could have sent in the mail for her, and that's why she did that. It's not to be romantic and creepy. The girl just had already expressed that it was something that she liked, and literally the note that she sends to her for her birthday is the most innocent, platonic, again, trying to encourage her, build her up, build her self-esteem type of exchange. And for her birthday, she says, "Happy Sweet 16, Jillian. Hope you have an incredible day. Beautiful girl. So proud of you." And she says, "Thanks, beauty." So what exactly do I think is happening here? I'm going to go over that in part 2 because this video is getting insanely long. So I will see you in part 2. So when Erika Kirk was 25 years
Case closed.
There's a part 2 and 3. Apparently part 3 just blows this whole case apart.
Literally, case freaking closed, man. Like, obviously, like, okay, with the skinny tweets, I was back on Tumblr again in the 2010s, where basically everybody was anorexic. Okay, all the girls were basically borderline anorexic, and it was very popular to have Thinspiration, where we would look at Victoria's Secret models of the time, runway models of the time, and just very thin people, and repost those pictures and say, "Oh, I wish I looked like that," because that was body positivity did not exist back then, and not at all in the modeling or in general, it did not exist, right? So it was very common for teenage girls, obviously, to hyperfixate on what we look like and then also look at those things. And obviously, I guess Erika represented someone who was confident because she was a beauty queen, but she was not a size 00. And so obviously, a lot of people get hyperfixated with certain people and personalities, and they think, "Oh, this person is a huge inspiration for me." And like, I have my own people who I really, really admired and hyperfixated sounds a bit extreme, but I really, really admired those people, and the way that they were and the way that they lived changed my life and had a profound effect on me. And if I could talk to them and text them, I would, but like I didn't get that chance as a teenager or however old she was, right? So it's pretty obvious that she somehow found Erika somewhere, somehow, and basically latched onto her, you know what I mean? And needed some sort of encouragement and help. And for her, I guess it was a positive thing that it was an older woman who was, you know, confident and beautiful and speaking life into her and encouraging her and all of these things. And even with the autocorrect, she obviously had a pattern, like the girl said, of posting that kind of stuff on her own page. And that when that happened, and I don't use talk to text because I know how it is, but even when I'm typing, there were times where I would whenever I would type saran wrap, it would autocorrect to Satan. And I was like, what? Every time I try to type saran, it would autocorrect to Satan. So it's like, iPhones do that. But in my opinion, when that woman put everything on the table, it shows that like this is not pedophilic in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. So that's just me. But again, people who hate Erika will dig up things from the 8th grade just to cancel her and say, "Oh, when she was in the 8th grade, she said, oh yeah, I mean, I'm blonde and you're brunette," and I don't know what, and make it into a 10-part series on Candace's YouTube channel. So yeah. Yeah, that's all.
What are your thoughts so far?
My thoughts remain the same. I still think Erika had no business chatting to that girl, because from the way everything has been explained, you can see that this is a girl that has issues. And you stay away. Maybe it's because I work in mental health. So I can see the signs, I can read the signs, I run away straight.
Oh, okay.
So, but that is just me. But I don't think Erika did anything wrong. And I don't think Candace has a right to keep calling this lady out. I think she's going to get herself in serious trouble. And there are things I don't want to say because I don't know who's in the chats, okay? So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But go on Candace's page. Look at what people are saying. Look at people that egg Candace on. Yeah? Those comments get thousands of likes. Then look at comments that say, protect this woman. Compare those two comments, and then you'll understand what I mean. Candace is playing with fire. And the reason why she's playing with fire is she's talked so much crap for a long time that she is forgetting who she is.
Someone in the comments said that I'm an ultimate gaslighter. Who am I gaslighting? Do you even know the definition of gaslight? Like, what are you even talking about?
To me, 1 second. But what's it called? Irene, do you understand what I'm trying to say? She forgets who she is. She's so comfortable attacking people that she forgets that Erika is not just any woman.
Yeah.
She's got money, she's got backers, she's got people who are on her side. Even broadcast people like me, I'm on Erika's side, let alone those powerful people. It's true. So I just feel Candace should tread lightly. That takedown that she's gone off to do about Erika, she better be careful, because my mom used to say something: when you dig a grave for someone, make sure you dig another one for yourself, because you may end up falling into that grave that you've dug for that person.
Yeah, somebody may do an expose on Candace and dig up all her dirt, and we may find out that she's not as squeaky clean, Mr. Clean as she, thinks that she is. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So people are posting things like this, oh, this is creepy or whatever, and then you find out that's her niece. But people are really running with things like this. And personally, I've always questioned, they've sent a cease and desist, and it's like, well, that's not good enough. But I think they're waiting until after the trial, because that's their priority, is the murder investigation, trial with Tyler Robinson. I think that's their priority. Then after that, then they'll probably start addressing the slander and what Candace has been doing. So I think she's probably getting a bit too cocky, because she thinks, oh, they just sent me a cease and desist, and she mocks that. Yeah. Oh, they traveled to Tennessee, to sit down with me in person for 4 hours. They're capitulating to me. She's become so arrogant, which I don't think she's done. And she's everything that she demands information, and they actually provide it for her. And then she says, oh, the alibi, as if they need an alibi. The alibi, isn't good enough. So I think she's at the stage where she's just very cocky, and I think after the trial, we'll see.
Let me just quickly say something, Irene, before you. I don't want it to pass. Please, guys, I'm not making it about anything, but I just want to say something. I have to say it. Candace is forgetting she's a Black woman.
I knew you were getting at that part. But that was the elephant in the room.
Candace,
the elephant's behind us.
That she's a Negro. Huh? Like, she's getting way ahead of herself, attacking everybody and everybody. And it's not even about race. It's just that she thinks she's something that she's not. And I think she's gone after the wrong people.
And I mean, like, to be honest, she's a podcaster, right? Like, she's literally a podcaster. And it's like, it would be like, it's not to say that regular people on the internet don't have power. Okay, we do. But I don't have Trump money. I don't have, I work in the Senate money. I don't have, I work at ABC money. You know what I mean? So I don't have, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not a royal. And even though we obviously talk about Meghan and the royal family and all that, they are the royal family. Meghan is still a Duchess of Sussex, right? So she still has that sort of whatever kind of clout may still be there over her head. She has the title that we don't have. She was the person in the carriage with the queen and whatever. So she still has that accomplishment of she made it that far out and married into the most popular royal family, most well-known royal family in human history, probably. So it's like, that's why she also gets away with everything. Basically gets away with everything because somehow she still has that obvious connection to King Charles and Prince Harry and blah 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 blah. So it's it's I mean, since September, how many people has she gone on the attack for? The Prime Minister of Israel, all these people at these different companies, Trump, Erika Kirk, freaking Tim Pool, so many different, like literally every time it's like Duck Goose. Every time you turn around, it's like you.
The latest one is Graham Allen, who she's basically labeled a PDF file because he disagreed with her. It's I don't even know.
Your young kids away from Graham Allen. No joke. My belief is that no man is capable of defending stuff like this that isn't himself perverted. That right there is why so many big name people are afraid to call out Candace Owens.
So yeah, this guy, I didn't even know.
I've seen him. I saw him maybe like 2 weeks ago on YouTube, like in one video, but I'm like, oh, I don't know who he is like that.
She just said, keep your kids away from him. This guy's adopted multiple children. Obviously, they do a background check before you adopt.
Yeah, and have the kids accused him of anything or what? Like,
no, nothing like that. Nothing.
Okay, so yeah, and Blue Arrow said in the comments that she accused Egypt and the U.S. military too of the Egyptian planes and so if you literally made a list, all we're doing, and people Macron, Brigitte is now trying to take her out and stuff like that. So allegedly, the freaking French government, their FBI, whatever. And so it's like Candace against the world. Everybody in the world just hates her because of whatever reason. And that's the thing. When we go through the list of since September 10th, who she's accused, it makes her look low-key schizophrenic type of, vibes, because it's like, it cannot be everybody against Candace Owens. Like it just, there are people in other countries who've never even heard of her. Like, I'm pretty sure Brigitte never heard of Candace Owens until the series or something, right? She has other things going on in her life. So it's, and people say, oh, you hate, no, we don't hate nobody. We're just saying this is unhinged. If it was me and I was doing this, you guys would say to me, you're not okay. Like, something's wrong. Obviously something's wrong. Anybody, if it was our next door neighbor, But anyways, Julia wanted us to segue into another topic. So let's go on the other topic.
Oh, we can keep talking.
Yeah, you look so bored.
I basically...
No, I'm not bored. We can't talk over each other. So I'm letting you speak to me. I can't talk over you. So if I have something to say, I like listening to you. That's what you don't understand. Aww. But I zone out a lot. Come on. Yeah. You know I have ADHD. So my medication is finished. Yeah. It only lasts 8 hours. So that's why you see me coming late at night time doing this. I'm always procrastinating. So yeah. So carry on. I'm listening.
We can put on the blinker and switch lanes.
We've established.
But I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Guys, mark my words. Go and write it in the sand. Oh, sorry. I was writing things down when you were talking. Go and write something in the sand. Candace's fall is going to be epic. Right? Watch and see. She thinks she's untouchable. She needs to dial it back a little bit,
A lot of it.
Yes, your husband is the white one. Your husband is the English Lord, not you. Okay? Your husband is the only protected one, not you. So as much as I like you, you're eloquent, you're articulate, I think you're wasting your energy on things that are irrelevant. You could be using your platform for something positive. Instead, you're using your platform to tear another woman down. I have no respect for that. I'm sorry. I don't.
And the thing is, okay, what exactly did Erika do to Candace that is so bad that she's been on this 500-part series since September accusing? Because Meghan Markle obviously left the royal family, that's her prerogative, but then lied about the family that made her famous, had documented, provable lies that everybody called out, lied on Netflix, lied on the podcast. It plays the victim every time we turn around. Like, so there's actual things that people can pull quotes and say, okay, this is the problem here. This is the lie. Oh, I barely left the house while pregnant. Fake news, because we have the photos of you during the pregnancy with Archie, because that's the time she was talking about all of those things, the shady things around the kid's birth, the shady things around the pictures, so many different things that we can literally critique and say, but what did Erika do? Because the people are digging up, like, it's like they're going to the graveyard and digging up bones of things that happened in her past 10 years ago, 15 years ago, way before she met her husband, right? Like, what? We sound paid off. I can't take people like this. Like, I'm like, paid by, I wish I was getting paid. Paid by who?
I'm still waiting for my check.
Normalize
I know, right?
having a different opinion to yourself. Normalize people having different opinions.
Yeah,
like three of us here, I'm sure we have different opinions and things.
No, but them
That
saying
is
we sound
life.
paid off, but paid off how, by who? Because
that's what I'm saying.
Again,
just because we have a different opinion,
yeah,
doesn't necessarily mean that anyone is paying us. It doesn't. I'm a grown-ass old woman. Why should who's
you're not
pay
old?
Carry on them.
And believe me, if I was getting paid off, my background would look much better than this. I'd be, you know, those YouTubers who pop up out of nowhere with the professional studio lights, like they're on a TV show in the super professional settings. Like, it'd be like, oh, Tumi, you know, you've moved up in the world. So I definitely would not be sitting here eating a peanut butter and honey sandwich if I was being paid off to talk about this stuff.
Candace is biting the hand that feeds her. Like Trump she was supporting Trump. Now she's no more supporting Trump. She's always throwing shade. Oh,
you are clowns. Candace for president. She was a true friend of Charlie.
Thank you very much.
Erika's evil.
Tumi, you can't go back and forth with them.
Okay. That's fine. No, I just read the comments. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Clowns. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're a clown too because you stopped by.
Hong Kong.
No, so
Hong Kong.
all I have to say is Ben Shapiro gave her a platform. Ben Shapiro put Candace forward, invested in her, gave her visibility. They fell out, yes. But when someone gives you a bone, when someone throws you something, when someone extends a hand of friendship to you, no matter what, have a little bit of loyalty. There's nothing there there's no loyalty. If she wasn't with Ben Shapiro, does she know how many Black podcasters are on YouTube that don't have visibility? That YouTube buries because they don't want to push you?
Exactly.
But she was giving all those things free of charge. I get
Flying
people
all
that come
over
to
the
my
world.
channel. Oh, I didn't know you were here. I didn't know you were here. But I'm dragging Megan, and people are coming on my channel. They are watching me drag Megan. They're copying my style. They're going to their channel. They're dragging Megan. They're getting the views. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of like my style, but okay, it's fine. But we don't get the views. So if she doesn't want to kill herself, she needs to just tone it down a bit. Tone it down a bit. Because you're going after the French president. You're going after the Israelis. You're going after
the Egyptians.
Have you got 7 heads?
The U.S. military. This is the office building. We found this. This is the office. We found this. And then we doxed that person. And then blah, 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 blah. La, 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 la. Hello.
Yeah,
I've never been to New Orleans.
Where are her parents from? Candace, where are her parents?
New Orleans.
No.
Very humid.
Where's her family from?
Where are her parents from?
Let me Google
I have no idea about her parents. She only speaks about her grandfather, as far as I'm aware. I know she grew up in Connecticut.
She's clearly,
she has a grandmother from.
Yeah.
Her grandmother's from one of the islands, one of the Virgin Islands, I believe, and her grandfather is a Black American. She spoke about him, in slavery times. He goes way back. Went through all of that. And
yeah, they said her grandmother is from St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands.
right.
But even Wikipedia doesn't really talk about her parents. They just said she was raised mostly by her mother and grandparents from around the age of 11 or 12 after her parents divorced, and that she's the third of 4 kids. Then they talk about her grandfather.
Yeah, he went through a lot of racism and you know, dealing with a lot of prejudice. She spoke about that, but that's all I know. Nothing
She
about
clearly wasn't raised right because she keeps attacking people. I'm sorry. She clearly has a faulty foundation. Listen, being eloquent does not necessarily make you a nice person. It doesn't. It doesn't. Candace has a husband at home. Candace has a husband at home. And still, all her brain cells are preoccupied with Charlie Kirk.
Has he said anything, George Farmer?
No, not at all.
Wow. Yeah. So that's the
and she has kids, and she always talks about how Erika should be at home with her kids. A lot of Candace's supporters are like, how come she's not home with her kids? Why aren't you at home with your kids? If you want to say that, you're on the podcast for 3 hours looking at us talking about the Egyptian plains. Okay, so like that's time you could be spending with your kids if you want to really go there.
And she just had a baby, really. Not that long ago, which is why I thought it was kind of like a postpartum issue.
Postpartum psychosis?
Yeah, that did cross my mind. Maybe triggered by what happened to Charlie. I don't know, but
yeah.
And someone said, I like Candace. She talks about things no one wants to admit is happening. Everything Candace talks about is things people have talked about before. There's nothing that she says that is actually new. Israel, Palestine has been going on since before we were all born. Okay, it's not a new issue either. What is it? Brigitte Macron, there's been transvestigations, right, where people she got all that information from somebody else, right? She even said it, that it was all from a French author who was sued by the Macrons, and she just basically gave us an English translation of all of his findings. She did not do investigative research of her own, just thinking about it out of the sky one day, right? What else? The Illuminati, conspiracy theories, Epstein Island. People have been talking about this stuff since time immemorial. It's not people in the 70s were talking about PDF file, islands, and things of that nature. So it's nothing new, right? So, okay. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, and a lot of it's the books that she reads as well. The MK Ultra type of
the
research she's been doing in her book club, I guess.
The Illuminati book club.
She reads a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, like the Transformation of America. That's a book from the 80s. So many different things. There's all these people that like, but that stuff honestly wears down on your soul. I've been into conspiracies since 2010. I was a freshman in high school. Someone told me to look up, the Illuminati and why they killed Michael Jackson. I was like, what? But I went home and looked it up, and I've never been the same since. And it's been 15 years or 16 years of knowing about that information. But at the end of the day, we have to wake up and go to work. We have to wake up and fall in love. We have to wake up and have children and have a life for ourselves. Because if you say, I'm going to fight the system, good luck. Literally, all I can say is good luck. And that stuff literally wears down on your soul, because if all you're watching is, they're eating babies, and there's underground tunnels in Nevada, and there's underground tunnels under the airport where they're trafficking people, you will literally lose your grip on reality. Even though these things are real, what can you as one person do about it? Nothing. So after a while, you just feel like, okay, but I still have to pay bills, right? I still have to do whatever, unless you're going to, I guess, dedicate your life to those things. That's perfectly fine. But I hate when people act like things are new information. And it's like literally people in the 60s were talking about this stuff, and they were the crazy conspiracy theorists back then. So it's like, anyways, just because you just found out about it last week doesn't mean it's new information.
These wealthy men are never going to stop.
No.
They have a type. It's not only here. It happens all over the world.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Exactly.
So
in every country, in every society, in every religion,
every
Yeah.
society.
Yeah.
I used to tell people, listen, if R. Kelly were to move to Nigeria and live in Abuja, he'll be married to a 13-year-old girl.
And you know, it's
Legally.
crazy. It's crazy because in Afghanistan they have a very segregated society because of men and women and all that. But they have the men there have boys who belly dance for them and dress like women, and they're teenage boys who literally just they go to parties where they have these boys and they dance for them, and they're PDF files in their culture and with boys. In Pakistan, there was a really sad documentary about homeless youth in Pakistan who have to survive by doing favors for men at gas stations and all that stuff, because in that society, if you want to be with the woman, you have to marry her, right? So they don't want to do all that, and they just are with boys. And in Pakistan, they actually have a huge transgender community. Surprise, surprise, in a 99.999% Muslim country, right, where you wouldn't think that stuff is happening. Their transgender community is huge. They dance at weddings. They have big celebrations. They're obviously sleeping with the men there because they feel like, oh, I could just be with someone who looks like a woman and not have to deal with the repercussions of being with a real woman, right? So it's just one of those things where these things happen everywhere, and for us it's like, oh, how could that happen? But in other places, that's literally their culture. Not that that's right, it's still bad, but it's literally like, oh, in certain countries a 55-year-old man will marry a 12-year-old girl and no one will bat an eyelash because they said, oh, well, we've been doing this for 1600 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's only in the West where we're like, oh, but in other cultures they're like, okay, and
I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong.
Of course it is. Yeah.
I think the outrage should spread to all these countries. Let them do something about it.
Of course.
Let them do something about it. But nobody cares. Nobody cares about those underprivileged people in all these countries. No one cares.
And talks about Palestine. She don't talk about other atrocities, especially leveled against Christians.
Yeah, when you talk about Christians being killed in Nigeria, they say that, oh, that's fake. Like, what? Oh, that's right-wing propaganda. What?
What? People fighting in the chat.
Yeah, they're not really there. Some people in the chat are not all together. They need the thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, this chat is wild. I've not had I think it's
turning into WWE.
It's a mix. That's how you know you're doing something right. That's why I said don't block anybody. Don't tell anybody to go away.
Yeah, no, they're just people that just put words into my mouth because they're mad they're not here in the chat. Like, if you want to come on the stream, you can. But...
Let them come. We talk mess every week. Come and join us.
Yeah, come next week if you have so much to say.
And badmouth us is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. But that's it. That's it. We have to give our opinions. We have to be able to disagree to agree. Now let's move on to Meghan Markle, because
our favorite person.
Honey, the last time we spoke briefly about her here, we were called all types of names. And I want to say something. I love being Black. It's a flex that I really love. Okay? So when I see this person who is supposed to be Black but doesn't rep anything Black, it pisses me off. Like, woman, use your platform to showcase your heritage. Show us the raglands.
43% Nigerian, apparently.
Exactly. Give us some egusi soup, some banga soup, some jollof rice and fried rice. Okay? Show the Black culture, Black American, cookout. Your events that you did for Netflix. Can you imagine if Meghan had said she was going to invite the Raglands and they did a cookout? I swear that would have been a blockbuster.
Yeah.
It would have been successful. But she doesn't think about things like that. So that's why I critique her, because I know many people who are like that. No one knew I was a Black person until I came to the United Kingdom. Huh?
And that's when they started making a big deal out of it. Nobody treated me like a Black woman. That was like, huh? What did you say?
So people
but it's funny, it's funny because she said before she met Harry, because she did a PSA on racism, and was like, growing up, I was with my mom and somebody called her the N-word over a parking space. And, growing up, people didn't know what color I was. So I was like a fly on the wall. And, I heard people make all of these jokes and boop, boop, boop.
Sorry. Irene, can you do me a favor? Can you pin Ebony's comment? I don't know if I can pin comments here. I can't know.
Which
pin Ebony's comment? She says she turned into a pretzel not to touch Queen Latifah at the basketball game.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I don't have my roadcaster on. I would have given you a round of applause.
Bing.
Can you give her a round of applause on thingy? Okay, Ebony. Exactly.
That was funny.
I wanted to the All-Star game. Yeah. Let's see.
I like who likes me. I support everybody that I love. Halle Berry. I love Beyonce. I love Kelly Rowland. I love Sierra. I love all the beautiful Black queens who embrace their culture. I do. I support them. I'm a big champion of them. But Rachel Meghan Markle, I'm sorry, I can't.
You know who I really like?
Who?
Gugu Mbata, the actress.
Oh,
I think she's just. Oh, she's just so beautiful.
I like Zendaya. Zendaya's always showing her dad with her dad's pot belly. She doesn't care. She still gives him a hug. She loves him.
Yeah, and is it Tom Holland? He's met her, the black half of her family, unlike Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought this. Who did you want me to Google?
Oh, me?
Let's see this video, please. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, this.
Because I'm going to talk more on my live on Saturday. I'm going to drag her. When I say drag, I am dragging her.
I think this was when they didn't even stay long. I think
they stayed for like 10 minutes, something crazy like that.
Ridiculous. Where's the one with the guy? Oh, this one is really funny.
And she was too big to go up to President Barack Obama and say hello. Maybe she was expecting him to come to her.
She's the royal after all, right?
Yeah. And Ebony, you are right. She didn't want to touch Queen Latifah, and she did not want Queen Latifah to touch her.
Do you think she even knew who she was?
There was enough space.
Well, she's lucky she was sitting next to a queen because she's not going to.
I like that, Irene.
That's funny.
Oh, this is the guy who. The guy who made that face. I can't see it in this one. You see the face he made?
Oh, press play.
Who's this person? Noam Chomsky.
Oh, no, copyright.
Whatever. Listen, you can support her all you like. It's your prerogative, but I have a right to say what I want to say, please.
So, I mean, when they were at the All-Star game, apparently the All-Star game was completely empty.
Yeah, they had lights in the stands to make it look like people came.
Yeah, they was.
They said the tickets were too expensive.
Yeah, the cheapest ones were like $700, which is ridiculous.
That's still expensive.
Well, yeah, and it's like, why didn't they just give some away to like the kids in the area? Wasn't it in Inglewood?
Mm-hmm.
They could have given it to some the local kids. But when I saw the images come out, I was thinking, are we scrutinizing them too much? Because it's like, oh, she waved, he's enjoying the cameras and all of this. And it's like, if we just ignore it, then nobody would be talking about it, basically. That's why I had to question when the whole All-Star. I'm just so sick of them.
Yeah, I think when I saw the Obamas there, I think it's like people who are, you need to like a seat filler, right? These agencies need to send celebrities to these events to say, oh, look, we have star power, right? So they just pick random people and they're like, oh, just go for like 20 minutes. It's fine. But hey. But it's funny because if you see the reaction that William and Catherine got at the basketball game, that's what they wanted, like the Jumbotron, so many people, crowds greeting them and all that kind of stuff. So it it was just funny to me. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. And sitting next to Queen Latifah, there didn't seem to be much interaction between them.
And then they just left.
Yeah. And they didn't bring their kids like to a basketball.
That's never going to happen.
It's just so odd to me.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah.
But people still get mad when I say white kids.
Well,
people still don't like it when I say that. But that's my opinion. That's me. That's just my opinion.
Well, that's what happens when your kids look like different people in every photo. People are going to have questions.
Julia, say something.
I don't talk about her kids.
Oh, no, I mean about the basketball game.
Do you roll your eyes when you see these images come out? Oh, they went to a basketball game. Okay. Or do you think it's, is it of interest to you?
It's not. I've stopped talking about her on my page. I'm not sure if you've noticed. I've moved away from that. I only talk about Meghan on my Saturday lives because there's no point. I went on there because I wanted people to see that not every Black person sees things the way she sees things. And whilst race-related issues are high in America, there's a lot of racial tension in America. It's not the same as here in the UK. Irene, you know you're British as well, aren't you?
Yes.
So it's not the same here. So all that gibberish and nonsense that she took over to the States to cause division, it's all false. It's all a lie.
And plus, I mean, sorry, she was doing it at a time, the George Floyd time, where it was peak woketopia time. Where everybody was like, oh, amplify Black voices, racism, this, racism, that. So she could say that there was racism happening, but again, she said, oh, I still have emails, I have proof, we have not seen any proof like 5 years on because there is none. She just knew that's what people wanted to hear.
You see how she treats Dr. Sophie Chandwaka on a world stage for people to see. I mean,
get over there. Get over there.
That's xenophobia. You know,
and her husband too.
Yeah, that's colorism. If we're going to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. Because a lot of people just see, oh, she's married to a prince, oh, that's it, or don't talk about her. No, no, no. Keep the same energy when you attack other Black women for being colorist. Because at the Shade Room, if Giselle from The Real Housewives says anything, oh, she's a colorist. No.
And the same people. Yeah, her fans attacked Sophie Chandwaka. She came on social media.
Yeah, and said, oh, she wanted Harry. Boy, please.
Oh my God.
That was...
They're the ones who started that rule. Like if you criticize someone with a drop of melanin, then you're a racist. But then look how they treated Sophie Chandwaka.
What about the Black Equerry, Lieutenant Kofi Nana?
Yeah, Sophie. Yeah, was it Nana, Kofi? Yeah.
And it's like the thing is, okay, people are damned if they do and damned if they don't. Because if the Queen has someone who works for the royal family who's Black, who helps Meghan, then it's, oh, why are you giving a Black telling a Black person to help another Black person? Why don't you get a white person? If she has white assistants or people like that.
No,
but I'm saying what I mean is like people view it that way of like, oh, she's surrounded by white people. There's no Black people around her, sort of thing. She's isolated in the UK. And then when she has someone who's Black help her, then it's like, oh, you know, I don't know what. Like people just view things it's so.
Yeah, those are the people that you talked about that they don't have brain cells. But if you're in a place, you tend to gravitate to people who are like you. Like 70% of my friends are white. I've got 30%, and that 30%, they are my childhood friends. I've known them since I was a child. Do you get? We grew up together, we do everything together. But as I went to university, because I went to different universities, I went to university and made friends, and most of them are white. They're South African. I'm just cool with people. So I don't make my friendships based on race. But it's nice when you come to a place and then you're moaning, oh, they're treating me so bad because I'm Black. And then they say, okay, you know what? We have someone who he's Black, he's Ghanaian, but he's Ghanaian British. He can really show you the ropes, look after you, explain things to you in a language that you will understand. And she says, no, he stuck out like a sore thumb. Why are they giving me him?
Exactly. So she's the royal family is damned if they do, damned if they don't.
This woman, show me one single black like me and you, employee of Rachel Meghan Markle.
No, they all look. Did you notice all her female employees look like her? In a weird way. Long brunette, dark
royal family. They attack the royal family. They attack Prince William. Prince William is the least racist person in the royal family. The least. But they attack him because Meghan has gone off to America and she's told them what she wants to tell them to make people view him negatively. But guess what? He still ranked as the highest, as the most loved royal in America. So whatever it is that she did, it only convinced a certain amount of people and not a lot of people. And her fans are so toxic and so destructive that they don't understand that they're the reason why she's failing. Make it okay to criticize Meghan. Make it okay to say, Meghan, no matter what your dad has done, this man has lost a leg. Pick up the phone, call him. If you don't want to call him, that's fine. Don't speak to him. Pay his hospital bills. Put some kind of health insurance from the wealth that he's acquired. Tell me 1 second. From the wealth that he's acquired to look after him. This is a man that up until 2016, you said paid for everything for you. You won't be who you are. So why is it that all of a sudden he took pictures? Because till date, Thomas Markle has not said one bad thing about Meghan Markle. He knows where the bodies are buried, but he's still not saying anything. Yeah? He only took pictures.
He did a pap
walk. Come on. Show people why black is excellent. Show people why black is forgiving. Now she's ruined all the chances of anybody marrying into the royal family. Listen, when my daughter is looking at George, I'm like, you don't have a chance. Meghan has fought everything. You don't. Oh, mommy, he's so cute. I said, I know, but she's like, oh. I said, exactly. And that's it. Do you get what I mean? So
yeah,
show us the good side, because as blacks, we have a lot of negativity attached to us. It's only when people get close to us that they realize, oh, you're really cool. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Meghan could have used her platform on that world stage. Yeah. To show the world that she is a compassionate person. And she has people like someone in the chat who's saying, oh, that person, the audacity. Meghan doesn't have any loans, Miss Thing. She doesn't have any loans because her dad paid for everything. He spoiled her rotten. Before she married Harry, he was still paying her rent, allegedly, in Canada. So he wasn't poor, but now that he's old, she's doing all of these things. Listen, you better hurry up and buy all her jam because nobody's going to support her apart from you guys, honestly. I'm just saying, it's the truth. I've enough of my rants. You guys go ahead.
It comes back to. Oh, go on, Timmy.
Sorry, I was gonna say, and what exactly did Thomas Markle do that was so bad that warrants being cut off? Because the same pep walk that he did, she does it every time she goes outside of the house.
Exactly.
Everything she does is how does Backgrid know where she is? It's not 2007 where 20 cameras were showing up for Britney Spears. We're not in that time anymore. Now it's all pay to play sort of stuff. And if she had stayed in the royal family, think of now is America's 250th birthday. Shout out to America. And, Catherine and William are apparently coming here. King Charles and Camilla are apparently coming here. So there could have been so much that she could have done. And even with, Black History Month in the UK and all of those things. And even in America, visiting different Black charities and highlighting things that we did not know about beforehand. And she's just slow, bro. I'm going to say it, she's slow. People may be mad, but she's literally slow in the head because all you needed to do was just wait. And okay, the media talks about everybody. Think about Trump. Does he sue? He could sue MSNBC, CNN, BBC. He's already suing the BBC, but he could sue them every day if he wanted to because they talk so much trash, even things that are literally not based in reality. They talk about him from sun up to sundown and night from sundown to sun up every day. All the podcasters, all the YouTubers saying, oh, Melania Trump was one of Epstein's girls and that's how they met each other, where there's no proof whatsoever that that is even based in any sort of fact, but they don't care. Right? They're still talking about, and to the point where I know people in my personal life who actually believe that. Oh, yeah, that's why, you know, Trump was friends with Epstein because that's where he got Melania from. Like, come on. But anyways, it's just
what's like, their business though?
He could. And the thing is, Melania was also in her 20s, late 20s when she met Donald. So it wasn't like she was a child. You know what I'm saying? But oh God.
You want to say anything?
I have to calm down because it's just, but yeah, she could have done so much with the royal family and for the royal family and been an asset, a real asset. But now she's here hawking jam and chocolate bars, like, and tea, like, what?
And the very thing that she claims to hate, you know, she had to flee the royal family. She tries to recreate here. We don't have royals here.
Yeah, using the royal cipher.
It's very Robe-esque.
Yeah, sending her friends ice cream from Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. Who?
I've never seen her post anything on Black History Month. Never.
No.
Well, there was one time in the UK.
In the UK, exactly.
Yeah, in the UK.
Never. And she still has Black people fighting for her. They don't want to see. You know, I've never seen her do anything to support Black people. She says she's 42 or 43% Nigerian. She gave them only 2,000 pads. 2,000 pads. I have people who are not even related to me that I look after in Africa that I chose to do. You know, that I said, I'm going to do this for this person until this person becomes somebody with my little wage. I'm not rich. By the time I pay for my childcare, pay for my this, pay for my that, my money's all gone. And I'm happy, I'm contented. I know I'm paying it forward. I'm putting out good karma there for my children. So I like Beyonce a lot. I like Beyonce. No matter what people say about Beyonce and Jay-Z, I don't care until I see proof. Because they do a lot silently to help people. And those are the kind of people I respect. I'm not going to support anybody because they're Black. I'm not going to support anybody because they're white. I support good people. I love Princess Catherine because I have so many things in common with that lady. So many. It's spooky. We have both our kids, same year. I don't want to say anything about age or anything because I don't want people to know my name or know everything. Then go and research and do what they do to this Success Squad. They're crazy, you know. So I'm very, very careful. But I have so many things in common with that girl. I like her. I like her character. I like her spirit. She's such a lovely, down-to-earth person. She's someone who wants to be married. You're married, Irene. You know what marriage is. And this is something I'm going to be doing on my other channel, talking about relationships as well, because a lot of people complain about men, black men, they're no men, they're no men, they're no white men, they are men, but women, are you submissive enough? Don't even get me started. Let's leave it. So carry on.
Well, keep me posted about that. That sounds very...
Yeah, if you're up for a debate, you come over, we do it. Okay. Let's talk about that. Yeah, relationships, because a lot of marriages are packing up now because nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody understands that vow for better, for worse. When it's for worse, they pack their bags, throw the ring at you, I'm gone. Goodbye. No.
Or even just disagreements, butting heads. People will break up with you because they're like, oh, your opinions. Like, bro, I've had these opinions in my own brain since before I met you. Like, this is not Build-A-Bear workshop. We used to have a company called Build-A-Bear where kids would pick a bear, you stuff it with the stuffing that you want, you pick the outside of the bear and you customize it and put clothes on it. Human beings are not like that. So people meet you and they put their preconceived notions on you, their projections on you. And when you're like,
she's frozen.
Oh.
Yeah. But anywho, I will have to leave you guys. But before I go, I just want to say something, Irene. I feel that Meghan has missed the opportunity to be that thing that she desires to be. She was handed a golden opportunity. She could have used it well. I mean, the job that the late Queen gave her was to be, you know, she was supposed to be in charge of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
And she blew it.
He was the vice president of the Commonwealth Trust.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, Harry was the president. And there was a very forward-thinking role. I think it was created just for them. Because they could have just had the trust as it was, but they gave them those roles. And all the things that she claims she wants to do, or she used to claim, you know, being an humanitarian and all of that. Where is that? She fumbled the biggest bag of all time. She really did.
She did.
Yeah. And it was because, I think it was Toomey who said, all she had to do was wait. She lacked the patience. She wanted everything now, I guess. And I'm also of the belief that she couldn't handle being second, you know, to Catherine.
No, she couldn't.
Second in command, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, she couldn't.
I'll create my own stage in Hollywood.
Yo, I'm so sorry. My computer literally shut off. The Wi-Fi shut off. The computer shut off. It's the freaking Russians hacking me.
No, it's fine.
Hacking my account,
I'm listening to you, Irene. I'm listening. You are making some good points. I'm listening.
Yeah, I mean, we were just saying how Meghan just fumbled the biggest bag of all time because, like you were saying, all she had to do was wait. Even if she had stayed in the royal family for, I don't know, like even 2 years or maybe 5 years, let's say, and then left. Everything that she wanted in Hollywood, she probably would have been able to achieve. People would have respected her because they would have seen her put in the work in the royal family. And she could have had somewhat of the half in, half out that she so desperately, even today they still want to a degree in Hollywood. But because she just decided to leave on such bad terms, and you know, as we're talking about with Candace Owens, all the allegations that they made, her and Harry, where's the evidence? All we have is their word. And when you are somebody of bad character, because it's been proven that you've lied over and over again, why should anyone trust your word? And it's not racism to not believe you. That's it. No one believes them because they've proven to have lied. They even backtrack where Harry said, "Oh, I never said they were racist."
Exactly.
That was
but I have a question for you. I have a question for both of you because both of you are Americans. My question to you guys is, why do Black Americans support Meghan Markle blindly?
I think my personal opinion is it's projection. And my personal opinion is a lot of them don't know what has actually happened with Meghan. They don't know the Netflix, Oprah podcast, all the interviews. They're not like us, where we dig through things, underline things, annotate things, and then say, okay, this doesn't add up. They just know, oh, a biracial woman married into the royal family. And then they left, and then they said it was racist, so it must be racist. But they themselves cannot point to any racism that actually happened. You cannot. And then I know people who will say, they won't say anything racist that the royal family did. They'll say, oh, there were online comments about Meghan that were racist. Well, who made those comments? People on Reddit? People on Twitter? What are the royal family supposed to do? This is not North Korea where you can stop everybody from freedom of expression. It's not like that. So what were they supposed to do? Go to the media and say, oh, everybody stop talking about her? That is never going to work. That does not work. They cannot gag order people's public opinions or private opinions on their personal Instagram account pages. And people, I literally made a collage on my royal Instagram page about the things that were said about Catherine all the time that she's been in the family, right? About how she's anorexic. She's a plastic princess designed to breed. Oh, she's knocking at death's door. She's collapsing. She's, basically an anorexic dying bag of bones that the royal family is just using as a baby farm. And so many other things, right? That the queen hates her, that this and this and this. She's like Diana, this and this and this and this and this. So it's they've been talking about her too. They put her on a bus and called her Waity Katie, right? So it's in her 20s, right? So it's like everybody is going to have a jab at everyone on the public stage. That's what happens, right? Again, and so it's just one of those things where it's like no one can point to any concrete things that William, Catherine, Charles, Camilla, Princess Anne, Edward, anybody in the actual family said that or did that was actually racist. Nobody said. Nobody knows anything. They just there are many people who take, like with Victoria Beckham, right? I said on X that Victoria Beckham is not your mother. So people saying, oh yeah, my mom was a narcissist and nobody believed me when I said that they're not the same person, and you have no idea what's going on in Brooklyn's life. But we have the actual, at least on the world stage, for the all intents and purposes on the world stage, we have seen Harry's life and we have seen Brooklyn's life from the day that they were born, where all you see is a family that openly loves and supports and puts money into their endeavors, whatever endeavor that may be, right? Whether it's the Invictus Games or Brooklyn wanting to be a photographer, wanting to be a chef, wanting to be all the list of things that he wanted to be in his life, and his parents putting money behind that, even when it sucked. His photography book is a joke, right? But they literally believed in him so much that they put an art gallery together with his photography and all this stuff because they have belief in their son and they wanted him to be happy, right? That's what parents do. They support you even if it's a pipe dream, right? So now all of a sudden that he thinks, oh, the grass is greener, I married someone richer, now all of a sudden my parents are abusive and horrible and blah blah. But we don't have any actual real proof. We just have your word against David, who said, well, kids make mistakes. And he just moved on with his life.
Yeah, but to me,
I just think it's projection of I've always thought that it's projection, that it's just, oh, I as a Black person feel disenfranchised, so when I see this person, I put what I think I'm going through onto this person in a higher position and believe them. That's
okay. Irene, what do you think about, to me that's a very good answer. Irene, why do you think Black American people blindly support Meghan Markle?
Well, what the big difference between the US and the UK that I've noticed, at least from my era, was this whole one drop rule. So in the UK, when I was growing up, if somebody's biracial, you just call them biracial or mixed race. We don't just say they're Black. I've never experienced that, but here people still subscribe to this one drop rule. And I think a lot of people made assumptions that Meghan had the same experience as they did growing up Black in America. She didn't. They made the assumption that she sees herself as a Black woman. She didn't, and she still doesn't. And again, there's nothing wrong with that if you're mixed race and you gravitate more towards, the white side of your family.
Exactly.
Dad raised her. Her white father raised her. So I think there was that blind loyalty that she's biracial. So we see her as a Black woman, and they ran with that. And they didn't even acknowledge, she didn't even invite people to her Black family members to her wedding. There were no one, there was only Doria. They didn't even recognize that she doesn't seem to have much respect for even her own Black family members.
That's what bugs me.
And when I point that out, it's like they say, well, how do you know?
Well, that's why I said I don't believe that they know what the real story is. They just know the headlines. Like my dad knows nothing about Meghan Markle at all, other than, okay, she married Harry. Oh, they are on Oprah. Oh, now she was on Netflix. And that's all. He doesn't know anything else. Like he literally knows nothing. I literally, you know what he called her? I was like, okay, so if you know so much about Meghan, what's her title? He's like, oh, he said the Duchess of York. I'm like, she's so irrelevant, you don't even know her title.
Wow.
It was mad funny. I was like, you see, that's the wrong title.
They don't know. They don't know. And I've read, her Aunt Pam did an interview saying that we weren't invited to the wedding. She doesn't talk to us anymore. Her Uncle JJ passed away. She never sent condolences.
These really?
The one who got her the embassy gig at the Argentinian embassy.
Yeah, no, him. And there was I'm talking about the Black side of her family. Aunt Pam, her Uncle JJ, he died of what's it called? Heart failure. Congenial heart failure, I believe it's called. That's what he passed away from. And she confirmed that none of them received an invite to the wedding. And I think it was in 2018. Aunt Pam and Uncle JJ released some photos of some family members with Meghan. There was like Thanksgiving, and
yeah, I remember those.
it was via the Daily Mail. And she said Meghan never spoke to them again after that. She, you know, was offended that they released those photos. I guess she didn't trust them. And even when he was in hospital dying, they never heard from her. Doria confirmed that she knew, you know, of his passing as well. And Aunt Pam said she never even received condolences. So they were not invited to the wedding. Simple as that. Even you know, obviously there's like logistics to whether they can come or not, but to not even receive an invite. So you can't tell me that she is for Black people like she makes out she is during the whole BLM era. She's not, even her own family members. So I think a lot of Black Americans just made some assumptions because her mother is Black, and there's that.
They don't even know she wasn't even raised by her mom. They don't know that.
Yeah, she lied on Netflix and rewrote her childhood, saying
that part actually killed me when I saw that part.
Mother and aunties. All lies.
But it seems they don't care. They don't care about the lies, though.
But do they even know what the truth is? That's the question. Because again, like, we're the only people who really look into this stuff, us and the Sussex Squad. And the average person doesn't know anything about her life other than, oh, she married Harry. They found out about her during the engagement interview like we all did, and then just ran with whatever story she was telling. So it's
Thank you, Lizzie B. Thank you for the gifted membership. But the thing I want to say is they don't know that this lady, everything about her is a scam. Like, one person just called me all types of names just now. My wig, my tired wigs. Listen, Megan would do us come and meet me to give her wigs, okay? Because she wears cheap hair. But anywho, let me go back to what I'm saying, yeah? They don't want to hear anything. I'm just saying, we are just saying that she doesn't post anything for Black History Month. She doesn't celebrate Black culture.
No.
And yet, the moment you say Meghan, some of them want to bite your head off. Do you guys know that when Black people talk about Meghan Markle, YouTube suppresses them?
Oh, I know that from personal from personal experience. We all know this.
It's almost like they don't want people to know that Black people, they have a select few of the people that they push forward, and then the rest they block you. That's what I've observed.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad because, and someone said to me one time, and I was honestly in shock when they said this, because I'm like, what? How do you even think this way? They're like, oh, well, even if what you're saying about Meghan is true, who are our little girls supposed to look up to in regards of being princesses? I was like,
you don't want to hear what my daughter will say about Meghan Markle. I'd have called her now. You don't want to hear what she will say. You think Julia has got a gob? She will drag. She doesn't like her. She doesn't like her because she destroyed the relationship between Prince William and Harry. And I teach my kids that all you have is each other. You know, if one is getting a punishment, the other one is like, oh no, mom, please, please, please. And I punish them together. So, because I explain things to her, never let anybody come between you and your sibling.
Yep.
You can respect your wife, you can respect your husband, but you also love your sister and you love your brother because there's only both of you.
Yep. I have an older sister and a twin brother, and we made a pact that we're never letting anybody come between us because we've seen it in our own family of siblings not talking. And you're like, bro, you guys are literally siblings. Like, hello.
Good. But siblings are eating each other because in my ghetto news section, Glorilla, the rapper, have you seen what her sister's doing to her?
Oh no, I don't pay attention to those people.
No. I like some ratchet stuff because it keeps the
You know, everything can be heavy.
Yeah, I can't be serious all the time.
I know you. I know. You love the Bad Bunny and his performance.
No, Bad Bunny's performance I don't like. I don't hate. I just think that Puerto Rico is part of the United States. It's good for people to enjoy other people's things because that's what makes the world, that's what builds love. That's all. I just think it promotes love when we are tolerant to different things. Like my older sister is married to a Ghanaian. Yeah, they've been married for donkey years. I listen to Ghanaian music. I don't understand one word, you know, but I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. I listen to Latin. Pardon? Sorry.
And vice versa.
Yeah,
exactly.
Same here. Yeah.
I listen to Spanish songs. I like Enrique Iglesias' dad, Julio Iglesias. I don't know a single thing that he's saying. But when he's singing, something in my spirit is happy. Does that make sense? So
yeah,
I just feel that there's so much hate in the world now. There's so much division in the world now. There's, these people are taking over. This one is taking over. This one is doing this. This one is doing that. That may all well be true. But let's not forget to love each other.
I only heard like maybe 20 seconds of the performance on it. And he just sounded off key. That was my problem. He sounded off key. Like the music is playing in one key and I don't know what was going on with him.
Yeah.
I give up, Irene.
No, my personal opinion about the Bad Bunny performance is that I listen to music from all different countries. I listen to Arabic music, Japanese music, as people know, Korean music. I've been listening to Korean and Japanese music since 2008. Since what? No, 2006? Yeah, 2006.
You sing
20
Japanese.
years, which is sickening to even say, but literally, like, I listen to music from all over the place. It's not about racism. It's like when you pick a performer to perform at one of the biggest events on TV, you should pick someone everybody knows and everyone knows a song by them that we can all bop our heads to. But I don't know anyone in real life who knows a Bad Bunny song. That's my personal opinion.
And you're allowed it,
Yeah, I don't know anyone who knows any Bad Bunny songs like that. I know his music from TikTok only, where it's playing in the background, but I never have thought I've thought maybe to two songs. What is this song? Okay, this is a little vibe, but it's not like Shakira or like Enrique Iglesias or like as much as J-Lo, she has other people singing her songs, allegedly. We know J-Lo songs, okay?
Yeah.
So what's her name?
Ashanti
songs.
Ashanti
songs.
Yes. So, but so it was like, even if they got, there's an Arabic singer that I really like, Nancy Ajram. She's like the Beyonce of the Arab world. She's Lebanese. But if she performed at the Super Bowl, I would be confused myself. Even though I love her, I'd be the only person who knows her songs because she's the Beyonce in the Arabic world. So like people would be like, who is this? Because they don't know her like that over here. She's not on the radio.
Me, but so the receipts are saying people watched it. The receipts are saying 125 million people loved it.
I mean, those are the people who watch the Super Bowl altogether.
That's the Super Bowl, though. I mean,
yeah, that's the Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl.
No. I'm talking about the performance. That's not just the performance.
Okay.
Yeah, it says 100. Google it. 125.
No, I heard all those things. Yeah.
But Kendrick Lamar beat him to it. Even when Kendrick did his one, people were offended. I loved it because I love Kendrick Lamar. People were offended. So
they have politicized it though in recent years.
We can go all the way back to the Janet Jackson scandal at the Super Bowl. So which was an accident, but it's like
it wasn't an accident. It wasn't an accident.
People get offended. People get offended all the time.
Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah.
She was wearing like the
Monte on the tata, the thingy on the tata, the ring on the tata.
Yeah. But like you said, yeah, that's true. Ever since back then.
Yeah.
it's been controversial.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a human thing to just watch and have opinions and like it or not like it or be like, what the heck am I watching? Or it's okay. Like, we don't all have to be in lockstep. Like I always say, this is not North Korea. We don't have to agree on everything, and that's what makes us human beings. And it would be very boring if we were all sitting here like licking from the same ice cream, basically, of we all like the same thing. It would just be very boring and annoying. So
let's land our plane, because we have to we have to come back another time. I've enjoyed myself. Have you guys enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, this has been fun.
Thank you so much for joining me on my channel.
Are people still
Irene, hold on.
in the comments?
We have to do this again. But I think when we're doing it next time, everybody bring your topic.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And to me, I'm going to text you. You know what I'm going to say when I text you?
No, I don't know what you're going to say.
I sent you a message yesterday.
What?
I sent you a message yesterday.
Okay.
And you said you were going to do it.
You sent me a message yesterday. Yeah.
And I asked you about the live.
Didn't you give me a choice of colors?
Oh, you to me. Don't bring it here.
Oh yeah. Today.
We're supposed to have that.
Okay, yeah, but it's good. It matches. It matches, but it matches. So yeah.
I didn't even notice.
I followed the theme, right?
Yeah. Oh,
you
it's
didn't
good.
tell me to pick one. You gave me a choice of 3.
No. Oh, thank you so much, Carol. So
thank you,
Carol.
Carol.
We're here all the time. We're going to be here. We're going to pick a date, and we're going to see if we're vibing already. So let's see how it goes before we.
Be sure to follow Julia Unleashed, Tumiyaki. I put your Instagram there, Tumi.
Thank you.
I
love
your Instagram. I love your travel vlogs.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so
again
on Instagram,
so I can watch it.
I want to move to Paris one day. So
yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
what
do
you
it.
mean? Don't do it.
Stay in the US of A. Don't do it. You've been warned.
But I'm gonna marry a French man. So
what did you say, Irene?
I haven't been to Paris for like 10 years, so maybe it's changed a lot since then.
Oh, dude, it's ghetto as hell. So
don't do it. Listen, Emmanuel Macron was 15 years old. Don't do it. Oh, thank you so much, Gilbert. Thank you.
I was like, what is going on here? It's like, where are all the white people?
Oh, wow.
Where?
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Where?
When I went to Paris last year. I was like, where are all the white people?
Well, they're there.
What's going on?
They're there.
Am I in Europe or New York?
England is worse.
Yeah, it's
you go to Oxford Street. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you, Alexis. That's Julia's channel there in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
So be sure to subscribe to both channels, and we'll I'll come on your channels next time as well.
But do you guys feel like it's okay to talk about those things when you talk, because we're all black? So like, does it make us look bad when we're like, why are there so many like Africans and Arabs in Europe?
So if I wasn't married to my husband, I'll be married to a white person. Nobody thought I would marry a black man. Nobody.
I just see it as being a citizen. If you're American, you're going to notice when the demographic is changing, regardless of your race.
And
if you're from Europe, you're going to notice.
Yeah.
When the demographics are changing over time.
And plus, I mean, to be honest, you're in a place like when I went to Japan, I would be the only the only non-Japanese person for like 3 days. I would be the only, and it was cool. I would probably saw like maybe 10 foreigners that I can count on my hand that I remember. I saw like a girl who looked Russian on the train. I saw 2 Australians here. I saw 2 Americans there. Like, I can remember how many of us there were, because there weren't many of us. And it was beautiful. I was like, I love it. I love it here. I love being in a monolithic country. This is great. Wow. You know what I mean? So then when I went to Europe, I thought, oh, it's going to be Europeans everywhere. And I'm like, where are the Europeans? Like, where?
It depends on where you went to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also went in July when all the tourists are there. So it's, yeah.
If you go to the big cities, it's always going to be that way.
Yeah.
You know, to an extent.
I mean, in Tokyo, it's not like that, but I was just shocked.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, I was just like literally having like extreme culture shock. Like I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
Where did the Europeans evacuate the city? Like what? Yeah. Oh man. Because I feel like America.
You need to lower your standards a bit. To me, your standards are so high.
I feel like growing up in America, this is the place where we knew it was mixed, and it was mixed on purpose, right? But like everywhere else, I'm expecting it to be like the OGs. You know, when I go to Africa, I'm not expecting to see a bunch of Chinese people. When I walk around, I'd be like, where are the black people? You know?
Well, no, so, that's what's happening there.
Well,
really?
Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of Chinese people,
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah.
So I went to Ghana last year. You know, I did see like maybe 2 white people. You know.
Yeah, but if you went there and it's like a bunch of white people moved there, a bunch of Asians, a bunch of Hispanics, you'd be like, is something happening here that I don't know about that is like, what's going on? But yeah.
Anyway, I'll see you ladies. Thank you so much for having me. Next
time.
Thank
you guys for being here. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll plan. Maybe we'll create like a WhatsApp. To me, give Irene your numbers so we can have like a WhatsApp.
Okay.
And thank you everybody for the comments, all of them. We appreciate them.
Yes. Whether you agree or disagree, you're free to do it here.
You're free to do it. Just don't insult us. Don't be rude.
But if you want to be, I guess that's your prerogative too. So.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.